before I leave here. You know what I didn't check? Did not check. Maybe you got something.
It's mostly be a basketball episode. I just got a couple of NFL shit. Well, my Knicks making a run right now.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you the other day, yo.
Hey, that Hawks loss is gonna come back to bite us, but it's already a wrap for the season. But I just love how they playing.
Mm-hmm, they're playing good right now. I saw who they beat last night.
They beat the Bulls.
The Bulls last night. Boy, people them struggling.
Bulls ain't shit.
At all.
Bulls ain't shit.
They winning right now, but they struggling.
Who they playing this tonight?
Really.
Oh yeah, that's why. That's why. You'll get that. But DeRozan had a good game. Levine had a good game. Vucevic was irrelevant, which is what he's been since DeRozan. Who, Vucevic?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Caruso didn't do nothing. And they missing, they really are missing Lonzo.
I don't know about all that.
Defense. Yeah, that's it.
I don't know about all that. They had the Knicks locked up for a couple, and the Knicks was missing free throws like a motherfucker. Yeah, he out of there. I think he out of there.
They do need Julius. He would help, but they just in a bit of a funk. Those injuries, the Bulls, yeah. Lonzo, did I say Luda?
Yeah. Lonzo ain't helping him with shit.
He's a good defender, but he's a good team guy to defend. But injuries just got the best of him. Too, but it is what it is. And it's winning is tough. Sustaining, winning these games constantly over and over again. That shit's tough, man. It's a long ass season. So you get off to a hot start, you got to be able to maintain that. You got to be able to get yourself out of a losing streak if you're in one. And Chicago had a target on their back because they started so hot. So when they played,
they ain't have a target on their back for shit. Nobody give a fuck about.
They ain't have a target on their back.
When they got hot, they was in first place. It was a good story.
I don't think anybody. Yeah. I think that's
no one's like, oh shit, we got to worry about shit. Nah.
We got to knock them off. Were you in first place at the what first place All-Star break? You think Miami got a target on their back? Nah, they do. That's why they get drugged like that.
Nah, they ain't get they. Wait till you hear my 365.
What I'm saying is teams is getting up to play them. Like they're not just like, okay, it's Miami. They like, we gonna beat your head in, and that's what they're doing. That's why they get beat like that. I think the teams that would normally take it kind of easy, they just.
I think it's the Ken's.
First place, we too close to not play this game.
I think it's the Ken's point. It's a long season, and Miami is just we realizing Miami is Miami.
I think Nets, Sixers, Bucks, they have targets on their back in the East. Everybody else, like okay, to a certain, I won't go all the way with you, but I will. Is it? I will say this: is that a winning record would make a team not take them lightly, but to be like, oh shit, we playing the Bulls tonight, we gotta be like 8 games. See, I don't mean like that. I just mean as far as looking at when you looking at the standings, it's like if you on top of me, you ain't supposed to be on top of me. So instead of me kind of being like, it's the Bulls, I'm gonna play you. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Not like they're a threat. It's just not like the Nets is a game you get up for because it's Cade. You getting up for that game. The Bulls, you just want to beat them to prove that they're not number one. What's your mic number? 3. Yeah. Okay. Say no. Mic check 1, 2. It's so weird because the levels were going up, but it was from other people's mic.
I'm telling you, nobody want to face Brooklyn.
I know.
Nobody
want to. That's got to suck,
right? Look at the standings, bro. I know you was just talking about the standings, bro. Like
it's backwards,
bro. The 1 through 4 is all separated by like 1 or 2.
One game,
one game or less, or like 2 games or less.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Everybody want to lose.
Mm-hmm. Because you don't want to see them. Whoever wins,
and
loses.
People talk about, Brooklyn can't play defense when they want to. They solid. They're not the best.
They just got to get stops.
Yeah.
Like, you just got to be able to get consecutive stops.
And you got to stop them from scoring too. That's the thing,
right?
Because if you're trying to go tit for tat with Kyrie and KD, that's
it's impossible.
Yeah, if you get enough consecutive stops, you being Brooklyn, with your high scoring offense, and you manage to score, nobody can keep up with you. So those stops is your offense kind of is a little bit of defense, honestly. So,
the Hornets beat Brooklyn the other night, and the thing about it was the Hornets were up 10 late, but I was scared to death, and I think they were too. It took some heroic effort. I'm talking about it was late in the game.
yeah, I saw that.
It took a heroic effort to win that game, because
this motherfucker shot his damn shot.
One
had
foot.
the buzzer off 1 foot. I'm like, it's day
You
night.
saw it, yeah. Because Kyrie got hot, and the thing about what messed up Brooklyn was they went away from Kyrie, started going to KD, and KD got cold. And so if they had kept going, they couldn't stop Kyrie. But he had been cold all game. But in that fourth quarter,
you know what's crazy? This is a super hot take that I'm just thinking about, and it's also I'm gonna blame it on the red cup. If between the two on who's hot, who are you going with?
Who?
KD and Kyrie.
Kyrie.
I'm saying the same thing.
And that's not a diss to KD.
It's not a diss at all because KD is the best player between the two.
I don't think I've ever seen.
But I've never seen KD score like Kyrie.
No, when Kyrie is hot, there's nothing. Ain't nothing you can do with it.
I've never seen KD at the level of Kyrie when he's hot.
One time you did in that Cleveland series. Remember he was coming down.
Oh, you talking about when he came down and threw that three on LeBron?
Yeah, that was the only time. But see, we seen it with him once.
I would say, but that one and the last year when he was going against Giannis.
Yeah.
You see him like because he had to. But
it
seemed like he only do it when he had.
Yeah, it's only a couple
Kyrie
times.
do it for fun.
Or maybe it just looks easy. I don't know, man. I know what y'all talking about because I remember when Kyrie had a game against the Spurs. Man, that shit.
I remember what he made Jason Kidd retire.
That shit was crazy.
He was killing LaMelo the other night. I mean, he got, like I said, it was.
And he a small guard.
Wait, wasn't LaMelo talking shit to Kyrie?
I think they were. I think he was
talking about you can't guard me. Didn't he hit like a couple of threes on Kyrie or something?
Yeah, he was playing good. He was. What you talking about? This past game?
Yeah, the game they just finished playing.
I know he was talking junk a little bit, and he shut him up in that fourth quarter. Like I said, I was like, boy, be quiet, just play now, and Kyrie hadn't had a good game, but that when he turned it on,
hey,
couldn't none of them do nothing. When he made them look like nothing, and I'm talking about everybody.
All right, let's get started. This is the place where sports opinions collide. Dead in Sports. I'm your host, Kenneth Beans. Joining me on the show, we got Shelton J.
What's good, man? What's good?
Nikki Duce.
What's happening?
And a chair for FIFO.
The ghost for FIFO.
He's doing his Kyrie thing.
Anytime the Bulls lose, or hold on, what else going on? This nigga snowfall ain't good this season. I barely see him.
Yeah,
yeah, for real. But but yeah, man. We looking at this Detroit game. Detroit was up on them, and they couldn't hold on.
But someone mentioned like, why the hell are the Lakers and Mavs on TNT with Philly and Milwaukee playing right now?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
It's a good game.
It seemed like they can switch it. They do switch games, don't they?
Nah, not if it's not.
I was actually going to turn that game on, and then I said I wanted to watch Detroit.
It's still, it's still enough time. It's like 3 minutes left in the fourth. It's only.
Is that the one I just picked up?
Where'd you put it right there?
I think that is the remote to that TV.
But what's that one?
No, that is the remote.
Yeah. He seen it. He didn't want to get up. I was gonna get up on.
Like it was a mile away.
He overlooked that remote to talk about the other one. Like, nigga, I know that one.
Oh man, that remote might as well have been at your house just now because that thing was far.
Let's get started. Before we get to, it's gonna be a basketball episode, y'all. So I'm gonna let y'all know that now. But we do got some new football news. Two things: one slight, one major. The first one is obvious. I don't know if it's officially official, but it's heavily rumored that the NFL owners have approved a new overtime proposal allowing for both teams to have a possession of the football in OT, but it's only for the playoffs, not for the regular season, only for the playoffs. So unlike last season, where we saw Patrick Mahomes do a walk-off victory, where we saw the Bengals pretty much get a field goal to win it all. As far as getting to the Super Bowl, that will not happen moving forward. If it's OT in the playoffs,
that's what that cost Patrick Mahomes the Super Bowl a couple years ago.
it did for
That Brady.
the Brady shit.
Mm-hmm.
But like college, both teams get possession. I think I'm not sure about the official breakdown. For what I've heard is, even if one team scores a touchdown, the other team still gets a chance to respond.
Kind of like college a little bit.
Yeah, they get a chance to respond.
I don't like it, man. I liked it how it was, and the only reason I say that is it puts. I mean, it does put a lot of weight on the coin toss. I hate that part that it's the coin toss that decides it, but it puts more pressure on you to have to. It can be like some type of stat that they can use. Maybe like who had the most total yards get the ball first. Something like that instead of a coin flip.
That's complicated. You're making this shit. Oh, you're talking about the coin flip.
Yeah. Instead of coin flip, that's who gets the ball first.
I mean, well, this time the coin flip works more strategically than just like, all right, I got the ball, or I got heads and I got it, now I got the ball. It's like now it's like, because you get the chance to respond, you be like, okay, I'll let you get the ball 1st, and then if you don't score, then that means all I gotta do is score and I win. Or if you do score, that means, okay, I got to score.
But I just like the pressure of it. I like the fact that it put pressure on the defense to have to put. You got to make a stop. You got to stop them.
I agree. I mean, I didn't like all that bitching that people were doing this past playoffs when it came. Like, it's like, why do we pay all this money for defense? Why is Aaron Donald important? Why is TJ Watt important? Why is Jalen Ramsey important? It's because the defensive side decides games.
Right.
It decided the Super Bowl. It decided even the Bengals getting to the AFC title game with that pick with the linebacker Logan Wilson. So it's like, defense has to, like, to me, this rule change just cheapens defense.
Right.
It makes it heavily skews back to offense because everybody, I think that's what the NFL saw, is like, we let probably one of the best games in NFL history get decided by a coin toss.
I like it. You know, I was a proponent for it anyway. But what I will say, this game fucking crazy. But what I will say is this, is that it's funny how they changed the rule when it affected the white boy, didn't it? And you know, when it happened to Patrick, you know, the rules are the rules.
Right.
You know, it is. You know, why, you know, a lot of what you're saying, why are we paying the defense? Soon as the white boy go down, I'll be like, oh man, we didn't get a chance to see him on the court, on the field.
To Sheldon's point, Patty didn't get that. No one said anything about Patty when the Pats got to the Super Bowl off of that goofy shit.
Yeah. There were a few people. There were some, you know, people were calling for rule changes when it happened to Patty. What I'm saying is they didn't change the rules until it happened to Josh Allen. So
what's the rule? Cause I saw the headline, but I didn't like actually read what the rule is.
The headline is both teams get the ball in OT, only in the playoffs now. So it's not this rule change does not affect the regular season. So I guess they're going by.
Give it to him.
What the hell was that, James Harden?
Did he kick it or did he hit it?
He threw it off his foot. It's a kickball.
I thought he hit it with his hand.
So all right, so let's say Bills, Kansas City. Kansas City gets the ball first. They score a field goal. Bills get the ball. They score a field goal.
And then after that, I think it's
sudden death. It's sudden death. Yeah.
So,
but even if Kansas City scored a touchdown, then Bills still get a chance. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I guess it ain't gonna kill it too bad. I mean, it's gonna extend some games, but it won't be that bad.
Look. At the end of the day, what this does, I think this rule changes with the fans in mind. It's with more football in mind. I think for the player health and safety, it's not for that. Because the longer you go, especially in the playoffs, you don't already play 18 games or 17 games with a bye week. And then, extra possessions. So this is not for player health and safety. This is all for the coin. This is for more time, more drama. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think this is more so for the fans versus the people in the front office or on the field.
Yeah, this is the Allen rule. That's what we're gonna call it.
I like it, man. I think it's needed. I think
you think it's needed?
Yeah, I was advocating for it when it happened, back then anyway. I like that it's not the regular season, it's just the playoffs, because I think that's when the stakes are really, really are a higher, obviously, you know. So I'm cool with them just doing it for the playoffs.
But my thing is like if it what's good for the geese is good
What's
for the
good for the
gander,
goose?
Mhm.
Yeah.
whatever the hell that is.
Yeah.
Why not the regular season and the playoffs?
Too much football. That's what I was saying. Like, think about how many extra
Is there such
possessions that can
thing?
be. Yeah,
Most,
How you gonna say too much football? And
No,
last year they added an extra game.
you know, because Nick, at the end of the day, look, I think the extra game was fine because they took away preseason game, right? They
Yeah,
took away
they took a
preseason game.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. All you did was move the money around. It's still the same amount. We just moved it around. We took away a preseason game. We added it to the regular season. That's cool. When you're talking about extra possessions, especially at the end of the season, everybody by what's the first round called? The wild card,
Mm-hmm.
right? Everybody is nicked, bro. No pun intended, but everybody is nicked at that point. You got something that you're dealing with. Nobody's at 100% health. And then on top of that, adding those possessions, because what if it's a shootout? What if it's just one of them games? You score, I score. You score, I score. What if we see an extra 3-4 possessions? Bro, that's a lot of physical wear and tear. Because we know, especially in the playoffs, that's possible, right? Like that Kansas City Chiefs Bills game would have went 2-3 extra possessions, bro. The way that they was just going back, they couldn't stop Josh Allen. They couldn't stop Pat.
Yeah, but in this situation, it'll only go one extra possession or maybe two.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't really worth
But
it.
coaching, your mentality, coaching wise, changes up.
It does. It does.
so is it like that though? Where okay, we both get alternating possession. So is the next possession
It's
it?
sudden death.
So
at that,
so
yeah.
Yeah.
so if I score, you score. Next person to score, sudden death.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Unless you go for two.
it's kind of like college.
Well, I ain't really.
What do you
mad
mean
at
unless
that.
you go for two? So if I score a touchdown and score 2 points,
Yeah.
that's game.
No, it's it forces you get the ball back, but you have to now go for
Go for
8.
two.
Yeah. So if you only score a touchdown, it don't mean shit.
Mm.
Wait, so you can go for two and end the game?
No, you can't go for 2 and end the game. So let's say I get the ball first, right? My team gets the ball. I go down and I score a touchdown and I go for 2. You still get the ball back, but you have to go
Oh,
for
I see
2.
what you're saying. I
Yeah,
see
you
it
got to
too.
go
Yeah.
for 2.
Yeah.
So
That's what they did in college. Like after a couple of
You
possessions,
have to go for 2.
You got to go for 2.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's
That's what they
after
need
the
to
third
start
position.
doing.
Yeah, they got to just make you go for 2,
Mhm.
and that'll solve it.
and that's it. So okay. So now that I understand it a little bit more, because I thought it was we go back and forth until somebody breaks
No,
it.
no,
That's
no,
what
no,
I
no.
thought too.
That's too much football.
Mhm.
That's too much football. Yeah.
Initially, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
But
nah.
if we're talking about one possession, that's the fairest way to do it. So I'm cool with it, man. It's not that big of a change. It's not. You know, I heard what Tomlin said. Tomlin said, "I'm not scared of sudden death football," but you know, those are coaches that are very confident in what they do. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't
So,
never lost. I mean,
He's
he's never been
never
a
had a
loser.
losing
Yeah, he's
season.
never been a loser.
never had a losing
He's lost, but
season.
he ain't never been a loser.
Yeah.
One more thing before we head to basketball, because I mean, should we watching this close ass game between Milwaukee and Philly?
What was that last play? Did you see that play? That Doc call? Like you got this big ass motherfucker. Put his ass in the post.
Oh, James got to
This-
make
this
something.
doing it
This they
again.
play pick and roll. He popping instead of rolling.
Let's go and beat.
Oh!
Ooh, Giannis. I see you, Giannis.
Dunk the fucking ball.
They gave
I
him-
see
they gave
you,
him a
Giannis.
foul?
Oh, they gave it
If
to
that
him.
was not a goaltending, if that was goaltending, and if that was not, then that was a play.
Dunk the fucking ball.
He had like 4 bodies around him.
I don't care.
No, come on, man.
That's
Come
Joel
on, man.
Embiid.
But still,
Good board.
He could have dunked that FIFA.
Right there. Bro,
FIFO.
he could
He
dunk.
could have
Come on,
dunked that
FIFO.
FIFO. He could have dunked that
FIFO.
FIFO.
That's a clean block.
FIFO.
It
He
is
could have
clean.
dunked that.
but he really didn't.
That's a
gather
clean block.
himself
That's a clean
like
block.
I know. I understand. I got you. I got you. And maybe he thought time.
Because he was just trying to go up quick.
I know. It's easy for me to say you're sitting here.
See, no, I put it to you like
But-
this: the way he could have dunked that was get the ball,
Yep,
power dribble,
yep.
and then go up.
But then
Like he had to gather himself.
Yeah.
But he's thinking, there's not a lot of time. Let me just try to
Hey,
get it
Giannis
done.
I gotta repeat what Q said in the chat. They said niggas calling Harden Brick Ross. Hey,
Yeah, you're right. He was trying to go up quick.
He was just trying to go up. Look,
No.
he barely jumped like 2 inches off the ground trying to get that up.
that's a
I got
clean
it.
ass block.
Yeah, you're right.
Soft, man.
Hey, Giannis,
Giannis just came out of nowhere. He probably
that's
you
a
wouldn't
that's
be-
a that's
you
an
wouldn't be
MVP
Yeah,
type of move.
it is. You wouldn't be expecting Giannis to even get up there and get that. And that's a clean block.
You better be expecting Giannis to get up there and get that.
Yeah, I expect him to get it, but it's
Yeah.
just good. It's crazy to see that he can actually do that. Though.
Yeah,
you can expect that from somebody like him.
But why did
Giannis got 40 and 14,
I just didn't.
what
I
Embiid got?
don't like any
31
of the
and
play.
14. It was 7 assists.
But I do like how Giannis don't show up every game, but the games they're like, all right, it's the stars out
Yeah.
tonight. He show up.
They gave him that.
Nah, they gonna take it off. They gave him it initially. That's why they asked him to review it. They gotta
Under
take
2
it
minutes.
off though.
James Harden got 32 and 9.
Yeah, that's not even
What he got in the
close.
fourth quarter?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see that part. I'm just looking at regular stats.
Because I seen him lose he
Yeah,
missed his last 3 shots.
Really,
You don't know what?
Like, I don't know if it's on the way down.
it wasn't. That
If it's
looked
still
like
on
a
the way
clean
up.
block.
It looked like it was clean to me. I know it didn't hit the backboard. but
Right.
But it is Philly's ball if they take it.
Yeah, they still
Anyway.
Philly still got the ball if they
Who do you trust on that? You
gotta
damn
go to
sure not
Embiid.
James Harden.
Go ahead and give us overtime.
you got to give it to what's his name?
Let us have overtime.
Tobias. J.
But it's
Cole.
like even going back to the play before, they did that same pick and roll,
Yep.
and Embiid ended up
Clean
with
block.
the ball, on the perimeter, and
So-
he took a jumper.
Because
As a coach-
he instead of rolling, he's flaring out like he's
Come on,
looking for a
man.
jump shot.
As a coach right now, you going for 2 or 3?
Well, clearly we know what Harden's thinking.
Oh, so
He's
they
going
did
for a
take it off the
three.
board.
Yeah, it's a clean
Harden
block.
about to shoot this.
I go for if you're at home, go for the tie.
Go
If
for the
you're on
tie.
the road, go for the win.
To me, I'm calling they're jumping at half,
Oh, it's
Oh, this game is over.
Oh wow!
Why they do that?
and
Yeah,
they
it
ain't putting
should've
no
been-
more time on the clock either.
Wow.
I guess because the ball was in bounds. Then when it didn't go out of bounds,
He just hit it somewhere.
yeah, it's over. He didn't even want to mess up his stats.
Wow.
What are you?
He called timeout. Did he?
Did they have a timeout?
I guess not.
So, I mean, we got the volume down. Why did they do that?
What, jump at half?
Yeah.
Because how they stopped the play.
Yeah, when they stopped the play, the ball was in bounds. See, it looked like it went out of bounds, but when they stopped it, the ball was in bounds. Had to be. Nobody had possession. So
40 points, 14
my thing-
rebounds.
Wait, hold on,
6
hold on.
assists,
So-
3 blocks. Come on.
Wait, when was the ball inbounds?
when he blocked it.
When he blocked it.
Yes,
Mhm.
Who had possession of the ball?
they stopped it before.
They stopped the play, so technically they're
Nobody
giving it,
had
nobody
possession.
nobody had possession. But my thing is, if it happened on that
Got
side
it.
of the court, why are you jumping at half?
Yeah, instead
Why
of
you not
jumping on the
jumping
free throw line.
at the free throw
That's
line?
what I would think too.
Because it's at that part of the court.
Is it
Mhm.
because they had no? I don't know.
But
I don't say
but
because they
it-
had no timeouts. But I don't know. What that
We're
I
not,
guess-
nah. Like timeouts don't have nothing to do with that. Because typically, when the ball goes out of bounds in situations like that, right, and it's deemed no possession or whatever like that, you do it where the ball was.
It didn't go out of bounds though, right?
Technically, no, because they stopped the play after the block because they called goaltend.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave him the point. After further review, it's not a goaltend. But who had possession? Nobody had possession because they stopped the ball.
Right.
But
Which is
my
why they
thing is why jump it at center court
Instead
when
of it,
the ball was already on this side of the
because
court?
one of the refs betted on Philly. The spread was not going where he needed to go.
Bro.
Yeah.
It just might be an official rule where where it's deemed where there's no possession. Maybe it's just at the center court. I don't know. I'm not a referee, but
Yeah,
that was
that looks stupid, but
that had to be a good
All
game.
I know is that Harden is not an improvement on this team.
Harden has really started to fall off. Now he came into Philly hot.
yeah, when
they was 5-0.
Yeah,
You know how it
facing
is.
under 500 teams.
But you know how it is when you first get a job.
Yeah,
and you
you
go
on
in there,
fire.
you working overtime.
Let's go.
Don't worry, boss, I got it.
Uh-huh.
And then you
Damn,
done
you-
worked there for a
you-
couple
you
weeks.
Fuck that shit.
Boy, you speaking on me right now, boy. I show up to work like this, red cup and everything.
Right now, it
James
look like
Harden do too.
It looked like they were better off without Harden because he ain't making a difference.
You know what the problem is right now, Ken? Integrating Harden at such a so far at the end of the season, because we know what Harden is. Harden is a primarily pick and roll isolation player, right? And when you look at the rest of them 76ers on the court, when they
Mhm.
break down, everybody just watching Harden.
Yep.
And that's a problem.
Yep.
So that is probably not going to get fixed before the playoffs. It's too hard to change how and what you do and try to integrate him at the same time. So I think it's one of those things that is when you weigh your pros and cons, this is one of those cons that can be a detriment to your
Okay,
current playoff run.
so we just gonna be like, all right, we just gonna have to deal with that through the playoffs and try to fix it for next year.
I think that obviously you try to implement some things, but if they don't work, they don't work. Now, I don't know what they've tried to implement because when I watch Philly, it's James Harden basketball. It's pick and roll. The only difference is that you got a behemoth down there that sometimes you can just throw the ball and he
You
can
ain't
go
change
up.
up. Did you change your tune on this too? Because a lot of people were singing the praises of this trade, saying how
You ain't been on the show since.
he was the main one singing their praises and saying,
and I called them the best duo. So and I still think as a duo, the complementary, like they're good. It's how you integrate everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like you know who I thought was
I hear it.
what?
I'm just listening. Go ahead.
No. So look, this is going to be on Doc to figure it out.
Oh,
There
okay.
it is.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
No, the players are the players.
No, I agree with you. That's what I said. I hear it.
The players are the
I
players.
hear what-
How do you put the system together to make it because look, the system is never for your star players. I've always said that. System is not for the star. The system is to make sure that the other guys can get the ball too.
I wasn't so mad at the Harden pickup. I was more mad at some of the pieces they had to give up to get him. They gave up some solid core pieces to get him. I like what Drummond does. I like what Drummond does here with Brooklyn. I ain't saying that they, breaking the bank, breaking the code with Seth and Drummond, but those were key pieces for that Philly team. They played well in those wins before Harden got there. So losing those pieces.
Well, what helps them out a lot more is that they have now Kyrie and KD. So Drummond's, Curry, they just fit right in. On Philly, it was Embiid. Then it was Drummond, Curry. So, it's different. There's not that. So if they could have kept Harden and then those guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, that would
That's
have
what
been
I'm saying.
crazy.
Yeah, giving them up kind of made me kind of be like, you gotta fill them holes
Because
too.
all of a sudden, Maxey will have a breakout game, but then he'll just disappear.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that. That's the point I was gonna ask all y'all. Isn't it crazy to y'all how Tobias Harris or Maxey, one of the two gonna have a good game, but both of them never gonna have a good game. Every time I watch, one of them in single digits, and the other one may score 20. The next night is flipped. You know what I'm saying? Tobias Harris for the first few games, he was scoring 5 and 6, and like, what is he doing? Because I wasn't watching all of them like that, but I wasn't paying him no attention because we watching Harden. Then the next game is Maxey. Like tonight, for example, Maxey had 7 points. Tobias had 22.
Yep.
So it's flipped. Every time you look, it's a different
and
one.
that's what I'm talking about. System. The role players, right? Like the reason why we see certain championship teams be championship teams and or be dynasties for a long time is because the others know what my role is, and I'm gonna be consistent in that role. James Harden abruptly changed everybody's role on that team, and Doc hasn't figured out how to massage and make sure that everybody can eat at the same time.
Do you think Doc will figure it out?
That was going to be my question. I got an answer.
I've been had an answer for about 2-3 years.
You and Doc,
have I been wrong? Have I been wrong? Sheldon, have I been wrong about Doc? When I came up on this program talking about when Doc went to Philly and they was like, oh, he gonna help Ben Simmons. I was arguing with Q. I was like, what the hell Doc help nobody?
He helped me get about it.
He helped his ass out. That's what he did. And now you asking me to believe that, it's now on Doc to fix this team to get them right. They done. They done if that's the case. Because I was gonna let y'all have it with 2 seasons of this Philly shit.
Good shit.
But nah, if you asking Doc to help this shit out, fuck out of here.
Yeah.
See, that's what I like about Cade's game. You can't speed him up. He gonna get where he want to get to. But in terms of Doc, I don't think he's gonna figure it out by playoffs. I think we're gonna see stretches. That's not fair. We're gonna see stretches where Philly is gonna look lost, and we're gonna see stretches where they look unbeatable.
They look lost now in these close games.
I don't think they look. I don't understand how they would look
bad.
Unbeatable in the playoffs when they facing better competition. It don't get easier from. I mean,
remember
the Bucks are probably one of the hardest ones, but it's not that hard. Like off.
But you got to remember, playoff basketball is all about matchups. You can have an overall better team, but if you can't guard my guys, it don't matter what you got.
I mean, nobody can guard Embiid. Essentially, no one can guard Harden, but that's it.
Well, they were in that game. We obviously we didn't watch the first 3 quarters.
But when it counts, that's what it always comes
But it
down
just
to in the
looked bad.
playoffs.
Now, Embiid made a big shot, but shit,
He made a
Giannis
couple
made a
big
big
shots.
three. Giannis made a
nice
huge
pull-up
He
block.
made a block, another
He
block.
made a huge block.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm just talking about like offensively, even
Oh,
before we
yeah,
got to that
yeah.
point, just kind of them going back and forth.
mhm,
Because when the Bucks went up by 4, I was like, oh, this shit over. Then Embiid hit a 3.
mhm.
But it's just like Harden. Harden concerns me. Harden concerns me a lot on this team.
More than Doc.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
because he's on the court, and you got to show up on the court. And we know that in the biggest moments, James Harden doesn't show up.
I saw it just now.
You know what I'm saying?
You taking a dumbass fucking 3. And then to go with Doc, like, I know you said he was flaring out, but there was a pick and roll play, but what kind of fucking play call is that?
Right.
Put his fucking big ass in the fucking goddamn post.
You can't stop him.
So I don't know.
Move.
They ain't got no scores.
Yeah, they need a bucket getter. They got a
Who took
lot
that
of
shot?
nice
Was that
pieces.
Kelly?
No, that was
There's some
Cade.
white boy.
One of them motherfuckers need
That's
to cut
Cade.
their goddamn hair.
It's a white boy.
Well, they
You
all
say
look
one
the
of
same.
them white boys?
He said it was a white boy.
Man, they all black. They just got a lot of
Oh man.
Anglo in them.
I was gonna say most of them look like Sideshow Bob on the damn court.
Yeah, Cade because them motherfuckers, shit, they look the same to me. I like Cade though, man.
I think he's solid.
Yeah, I like Cade.
I think he's solid. Give him by year 3, he's gonna be an all-star, I believe.
So FIFA, would you take Cade now or Jalen Green? Redraft.
Me, I would still take Jalen just because of my draft, like my GM style. I'd still want Jalen.
Jalen coming around though.
He is.
In terms of like his position and what he
Being
does.
consistent.
Yep. He's
Because
coming around.
he was like this.
Yeah.
All
Oh, he
season.
was bad.
So which one do y'all think is gonna make a better pro in the end?
I like Cade because he's more polished.
Yeah, I think Cade.
Hmm.
I think Cade is gonna be more okay. So this is what I like about Cade, and it's better than Jalen. Like overall, you can't speed him up. He plays at his own tempo, right? And I think that players that are smooth and unabated like that, like when it comes down to clutch situations, they're gonna perform because they're gonna play their game.
Right.
And he has old man game. So he gonna play like this 15 years.
Yeah, he gonna be the same.
It's not based on athletic ability.
She gonna throw something out.
The reason why I like Jalen Green is explosiveness,
fucking mask,
right? And for me, at the 2-3 position, because he's gonna play the wing, I could find a pass first point guard. I could find a big that could patrol the paint. But a guy, in my opinion, that can go get buckets like that, yeah, his lifespan as playing at an elite level is a lot shorter.
Right.
But I think he could be one of the top leading scorers when he puts it all together. Where Cade is always going to be 18-22, but steady.
He remind me of like his game reminds me of DeMar DeRozan. Like it's not like exactly, but as far as like he could slow shit down.
He's at his pace.
He's at his own pace.
Yeah.
Like DeMar DeRozan, he's like Paul Pierce with his shot. You ain't gonna speed him up or whatever. It's just gonna happen.
Yep.
Cade is like I like tempo guys.
I'm gonna get to my spot, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Mhm.
And then even if you beat me to that spot, I got to counter, little spin.
Yep. I've always loved Cade. I always thought he was just real solid, and he's been that his whole college career, everything. He's been the same.
See, like with certain players, right? Like, what's their ceiling and stuff like that. We're seeing close to what Cade is at his ceiling. Why Cade is gonna get better is because shit's gonna slow down even more for him.
Yeah, and I think Jalen, I think he fits more of that 3 to 5 mode.
Yes.
Because his role and responsibility is so different on the court compared to Cade.
Yeah.
Because he's more of a scorer.
And Cade's gonna get better talent around him too, so that's gonna help him in
makes the game easier for him.
Well, since we're speaking about the rookies, they most recently just came out of college. We got to talk about NCAA now because we got more rookies coming out.
We got to do a redraft too.
I'm trying to do it because it's sports. It's the Final Four and shit. We got to talk about them sometimes.
100%. The only reason why I make those noises for NCAA, I can't stand the refs, bro. I can't watch them.
I can't stand the kids.
I don't
bro, some of these games are. I'd rather watch Pelicans versus OKC. Some of these games are just like getting up to this point was a struggle for me.
Yeah.
The only game that kept me going was the Duke Michigan State game, and just recently, what was the other one? Duke and Arkansas. I like that matchup. whoever's number one for Arkansas, I think he's gonna be solid.
What's his name?
Now I did watch the lefty from Auburn.
You saw him?
That nigga nice.
Yes.
That nigga
I'm
nice.
telling you. I was
nice.
telling. That's what I was telling B
He
about.
nice.
But
He nice.
the Final Four, as we got the Roman fan Shelton J in the building, the Final Four has North Carolina going against Duke, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And then we also got Villanova versus Kansas.
Mm-hmm. Any other year, this would be. I mean, it's huge because Cade.
The programs are like, this is the best. This could argue be the best Final Four based off programs we've seen in the last 5 to 10 years.
It is like this lineup of teams 3 years ago would have sent America into a frenzy, but so much going on outside.
Football still dominating.
Yeah, it's kind of killing its luster because everybody. It's Coach K's last year too, but everybody's paying attention to everything else, so it's kind of hard to focus in. But it's still the biggest rivalry in sports. Carolina and Duke, you can't get no bigger than that.
That's the biggest rivalry in college sports. But like football definitely has stolen the show. Like we've never seen an offseason
because
like
we never pictured them going as crazy.
They learned.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we in late March talking about overtime rules.
Yes. The NFL is now a full season.
Yes. They become sensational. Like I think that's what the right word. Like they have like real ass fucking headlines now. Like we know who the players are. It's not just a helmet.
Yeah.
Like we know their names, we know their faces. They have personalities. They can say whatever they want about fucking OBJ. He's a fucking personality.
Yes.
And we all know him and love him.
He's a headliner.
Well,
you either love him or you hate him.
One or the other.
Yeah,
but you need that.
Yeah, you got to have that. You got to have both.
Yep.
So really, his personality has outshined his on-field play even.
So what do y'all think about the Final Four? Who's coming out for the title game?
As a Carolina fan, of course, I want Carolina too. But I'm being honest. I really think it's set up for Coach K to go out on top. I think that's what.
Ooh, big shot.
That was a big shot.
I like that dude, bro.
Yeah. The moment's not too big.
Just something about him, man.
He ain't scared of nothing. And he playing the big boys. This ain't no regular game. You in Barclays.
He started the season off rough though.
Ooh, Steph got something to prove though.
He was bad. And he stayed hurt too.
Okay, that shot don't stay hurt though.
Man, that gave me.
Y'all telling me Philly ain't missing it?
Is Kyrie out?
No, he was up and down in Philly with that shit though. Man.
Kyrie on the court right now.
I'm just saying, he out there. I'm waiting for him to show up.
Oh, he want KD.
Nah, KD want him. He tired of that nigga score. He want to go home.
But yeah,
I think
it's set up. To be honest, I think it's going to be set up for Duke. Because what's crazy is these college teams, they run really, really tight rotations. Carolina plays 6 players. 6. So if,
crazy.
2 get in foul trouble, that's it. You done. Most of those, 3 of those guys play 40 minutes. So you're not running these deep rotations where you can afford foul trouble and stuff like that. So I'm really, really afraid that they're going to call ticky-tack fouls early, get our big men in foul trouble, and let Duke just coast.
Who you got coming out of that Villanova-Kansas game?
Villanova. My brother going to be mad at me for saying this, but I really think Villanova's going to beat Kansas. I like Kansas and what they do, but I just don't think that. I think Villanova's toughness in their coaching is going to be the difference. Jay Wright.
Yeah.
They're always consistent.
What about y'all? Are y'all even paying attention to
Not really, like but I'm gonna go Duke and Nova. Duke Banchero, like that dude nice. 6'10", do whatever he want. Nova, I'm just picking Nova just based off of recent history. Them boys, you know what I'm saying, they always compete for a title. They're a gritty team. No matter who the hell is on the court, they're a gritty team. So I'm going with them.
Ken, who you got?
I haven't watched Kansas or Villanova play all season. So I'm totally guessing. But I'm going to go Kansas. UNC Duke, I'm going UNC.
I was gonna say that I want to see chaos. I'm going UNC.
I don't give a fuck.
I give 2 fucks about that white man.
I want y'all to be,
bro. I just made a video about it.
Listen, I want y'all to be so right. I promise you.
I could give a damn. Coach K has won enough in his lifetime.
I agree, but like I said, I just know how they do for him. Because like I said, that I was watching that Arkansas game and some of them calls, I was like, man, even though they beat Arkansas, they were gonna beat them. I just looked at some of them calls like, man, they trying to set this thing up.
What about the one that you call that they ended up losing. Texas was it Texas Tech?
Yeah.
What
Texas
happened in
Tech,
that one? Because I ain't
same
finished
thing.
watching that game.
Texas Tech was winning that game, and they should have won. They froze up with like about 3 minutes left,
Oh, okay.
and Duke went on like a 7-0 run. They was winning. They was up 5. Had them. I mean, they was dominating that whole game.
There go your boy.
There you go.
Your boy.
There you go.
Yeah, I saw one of the guys hit a 3. They went up 2, and then they didn't score anymore the rest of the game.
That was it.
Until,
that was it.
It didn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I got UNC versus Kansas. I'm going with the upsets.
I hope so. I really hope you're right. That'll be huge because my brother's the biggest Kansas fan. I'm the biggest Carolina fan, so that'll be huge.
That'll be crazy.
It would. Because we ain't never had, but where our teams are like where it matters the most, and we've been fans our whole lives.
Okay.
That'll be huge. But I'm looking forward to it. I think there's some talent left. You saw some talent. You saw some NBA players in this
Elite Eight?
tournament. The whole tournament. You saw some guys.
I ain't going that far. I seen, bro. I seen some. I barely seen G League players in this tournament.
Like I said,
Banchero, I did see him. He does look a little nice. I was watching because I know you called him out and you called him out too. I didn't get a chance to see the Ivy kid and the other kid, Jabari.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to see them play. I did see Chet. Y'all need to get the fuck out of here with Chet.
You tripping.
Ken, they really like Chet, man. They really do.
They do like Chet.
They
like
Chet,
Chet, but you know what? Chet
kid.
normally steps up when he play against one of them dudes. That's when he played. Like when he played Duke, he played good in that Duke game the first time when they lost to Duke.
All right, but they needed him in the tourney.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
he fouled out he only had 11 points. But
let's get to some of these super chats. We them boys, shout out to you. Says NBA playoffs in 2 weeks. Damn, crazy.
Yeah, crazy. Bro.
Are the Clippers being slept on? PG coming back. Kawhi might come back. Kawhi's not coming back. PG is coming back. Yep. Are the Clippers being slept on? I told y'all these my little dark horse. I said a few weeks ago.
Okay, so they might win a round. They're not going past that.
I don't even think they can win a round.
Don't sleep on a Ty Lue team.
It's very difficult to come in this late in the season.
Isn't it the best time? They always say that it's best to be hot late than early, right?
Yeah,
ask Chicago.
Yeah, I'm talking about bringing PG in there. You know, you bringing in that changes the whole dynamic, everybody's role to go into the playoffs, and we ain't done nothing really together. And I got to figure out how to work you in. You ain't played all year long. You out there rusty. You know, trying to make that work is gonna make it difficult. If he had came back like at the beginning of like last month sometime, we may see it a little different.
If PG comes back like PG, they getting into the playoffs. They're gonna win their playing tournament shit, and they may get out the first round.
Ain't gonna happen.
They may get out.
Ain't gonna happen.
They may get
Ain't gonna happen.
Depending on who they like. Fibo said it's all about matchups. Depends on who they see.
But okay, so the top 2 in the West right now are what? Is it still Golden State, Phoenix?
No. Golden State's 3.
It's Phoenix, Memphis.
Phoenix, Memphis. They better hope that they get Memphis, because that's the team that they're not beating no Phoenix.
They're not gonna beat Memphis either.
All I'm saying is
better for them.
It's a better matchup for them than Phoenix. They 1,000,000% not beating Phoenix. They're not beating Phoenix. They could beat Memphis. I don't think they're gonna beat Memphis, but that's the team that you want.
What if
you're gonna
beat
them. They're not gonna beat no damn Phoenix.
What if they beat Phoenix?
They're not gonna beat Phoenix because look. First of all, let me talk for the light skinned brothers, man. Y'all motherfuckers disrespecting Devin Booker, bro. He need to be in the MVP conversation.
I agree with that
because we're talking about best player on the best team. Right? Like that. Typically, what the criteria.
That's the way it used to be, Nick. I don't know what happened.
Hold on.
I don't know when the rules changed.
No.
Who is saying this?
No. Wait.
Hold on. Do my ears to see
Nick,
Kim?
I'm not saying that he is the MVP. That's not what I said. I said you need to.
That's not what I'm saying either. I didn't say that last week either.
No. But what you said is the criteria for MVP is what I'm saying currently. And all I'm saying is Devin Booker should be in the conversation. When we're talking about MVP right now, it's a 2-man race. They're talking about Joker and Embiid, and that's about it. Giannis maybe, depending on who you're talking to.
They just say Giannis just so they don't.
Exactly. But Booker should be in the top 3. That's all I'm saying.
Top 3?
Yes.
I thought a couple weeks ago before Chris Paul got hurt, it was him.
It was him before he got hurt.
So it can't be two people on the same team. Like, we go from you to you because he's out.
Hey, all
Can
I
we
know.
do that?
Yes, we can, because if they
Thank
can
you.
change the rules for Joker, then we can change the rules. Here's why I'm gonna say this, because it on the surface, especially last year, I was definitely all on the Chris Paul bandwagon. He still should have been MVP. They gave it to the fake motherfucker, whatever. This year, it felt like that was a carry on from last year. Chris Paul is the catalyst to make it go until that motherfucker got hurt. And them motherfuckers went 12-4 without him. And Booker was playing his ass off.
Booker was
not
playing
just
point guard.
scoring.
Yeah.
He was scoring,
Everything.
rebounding, assisting.
Everything.
He was having triple doubles, double
Yep.
assists.
Yep.
Yeah.
All kind of shit. And then we're like, oh, wait a goddamn minute. Hold on. Maybe we were looking at more of the marquee name
Instead of looking at what was happening. Yeah.
So Booker ain't a marquee name?
No.
He's becoming.
Yeah, he should be.
He's in process.
Crazy that he
but
ain't.
he
Not
ain't,
over
he ain't
Chris
crossed
Paul.
over yet.
I guess not over Chris Paul.
I'm just saying, but over Joker though, at least he's an American-born player.
Nah, he
Usually
don't.
Usually they favor more
He
than
ain't
foreign.
light skinned enough.
Enough? Hey, I don't know what color he is on the Crayola sheet, but it's up there, boy. It's
He
high
one of them
yellow.
64 colors.
Hey.
But no, I mean, so and maybe to your point, Shelton, it probably is a little too late, and maybe he should be not third, but when you look at the MVP candidates, we like, should he be up for consideration? Because he proved his value once Chris Paul went down, So I think Ja has done it all fucking year long.
That's
he was the main guy on that team, even though they try to discredit him and talk about
They
what
ding him now. He ain't gonna get it. He ain't gonna get it.
Yeah, well, look at the team without Ja, but he should be top 4 too.
I
But
agree.
remember, like Joel got hurt last year, and that's really what got him out of the race and what really propelled Joker. So injuries will take you out of the race. Like we've seen it all types of other seasons. All I'm saying is, and I'm not saying Devin Booker should be the MVP. I'm just saying that we need to put respect on that man's name and mention him in the top 3, top 4 in the MVP race. And I feel, that nobody's really giving him that type of respect.
I would say
all I'm saying.
At least 5th. I wouldn't say top 3, top 4. Who is he gonna jump? You gonna put him over Giannis?
I put him behind Giannis.
So he's number 4.
Yeah, at least 4.
Nah, it's 5.
But yeah, you gonna put him
know
over
how I feel
Ja?
about it. If we talking about we going past 3, it don't matter.
Because
It
Ja's
don't
falling
matter.
off of that MVP race because of the injury. If
Oh,
Ja
I
was
see.
still
I
healthy,
see what
then
you're
yeah, Ja's up there. But he's not. So that, Booker got to usurp somebody.
Well,
All I'm saying, put respect on the man's name.
it seems like he's learned a lot from Chris Paul.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
So yeah. But I think FIFO is just, I made a video about this, like, everybody's disrespecting the Suns. Nobody's talking about
100%.
motherfuckers.
Because it's
Like,
the Suns.
I mean, I get it, man, but we're talking about finals champion runner-up from last
We
year.
don't give a fuck about runner-ups in sports.
They have.
You know what's crazy? The Lakers have been on TV probably 5 times as much as the Suns.
Well, but because of the Laker TV deal is ridiculous. It's the best.
People
It's the
still-
most lucrative TV.
No one
TV
gives
deal.
a fuck about the Suns, Sheldon.
That's crazy.
People
That's
give a
just
fuck
crazy.
about the damn, but people still talking about the fucking Warriors winning the championship, and them motherfuckers damn hurt.
We like to see a meltdown of what we built up. The Lakers are a great dynasty. So
Yeah,
with the Warriors,
that's true.
They
It's
just,
still
we,
great
like,
team.
we rather
Because-
talk shit about you.
Because
than
I
give
watched
good
the game.
reviews.
Remove the
Lakers.
dynasty word from the Lakers because they have not been a dynasty since Kobe and Pau.
I'm just saying, like, as far as their legacy,
The brand is strong. I
the
get-
brand
I
is a
get the
dynasty.
Lakers.
I give you that.
It makes
And
sense. LeBron, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
Man, I saw something that was crazy, right? And I hadn't thought about this. How every 4th year, LeBron moves and he tears a team down with the cap situation. So he went to, when he left Cleveland the first time, left him in kind of a shambles, and then he went and joined.
Hold on,
Miami.
pause though, because when he left Cleveland, he was the only person that left.
He was the only one.
So the team was you
Right,
just
right,
saw
right.
what to me when he first left Cleveland, it just elevated LeBron's greatness.
Yeah. So look, so he went to Miami,
Mhm.
and they had a 4-year run. Won some stuff, but when he left, the cap was they were in shambles
fucked up.
basically. Yeah, and he jumped back to Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
4 years, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
When he left,
They still paying Kevin Love.
yeah, and then he went to LA, and this is his 4th year.
Yep.
And now look at the team that in shambles again. So every 4th year is like,
You know why? Because when LeBron is on your team, it's win now, and you got to spend. Fuck a salary cap, fuck a luxury tax, fuck all that. We got to go now. So when you make them type of moves,
I got a super chat for this conversation too. Master T, shout out to you, or Mr. T. Damn, I said Master. Can we talk?
They programming you, Nick.
Can we talk about how 3 out of the 4 years LeBron has been a Laker have been a complete disaster? Him plus Rob Pelinka's roster management after the bubble have been horrible. All caps.
I think this year is the first disaster, true disaster.
You think
Last
so?
year was injury.
Yep.
That year he got hurt.
And even a little bit of the first year too.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. That first year, LeBron was going into playoff mode and got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that kind of
He been saying playoff mode for the last few seasons. Don't nobody believe that.
Well, he didn't say it this year.
No, he didn't.
If you noticed.
But also that first year he was playing with like a whole bunch of 19 and 20-year-olds.
That
21-year-olds.
And how many of them has really went on to do shit since
Nothing.
they left?
BI has looked more like a true natural number one scorer.
Wasn't BI All-Star?
No,
With Bron?
he's probably one of the only ones that you saw kind of elevate and do something. But remember, everybody.
What about Kuz, kid?
What about Lonzo?
Yeah, Lonzo looked good in Chicago.
Well, Kuz was there. Remember, I'm talking about the other ones that they traded. Yeah, that he's talking about.
Yeah, Lonzo.
Yeah.
What about him?
Lonzo looked good while he was in Chicago. Not
Not New Orleans.
He
superstar.
just mean you mean like
I'm just talking about everybody was like, oh man, we traded all away these core pieces and shit like that, and was mad and hot and pissed off. Them motherfuckers ain't doing shit.
And
And they got a
been
title
told you
in
about
exchange.
Lonzo ain't been doing shit, even if he was.
And we forgot Lonzo was in the league. I'm gonna tell you.
I thought
Stop
LeVar
being
only had one son,
disrespectful.
kid.
Stop being disrespectful.
You're gonna forget about the other one
Hey,
in about a
boy.
year or two.
Nah,
They stopped
don't
talking
do
about
that.
him too.
You gonna let him say that?
He talking about Jello.
No, he talking about Melo.
No, he talking about Jello.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know who you talking about. You gonna let him talk like that?
Sean ain't talking about Melo all damn season.
Yes, I have. I let Melo
Early.
Melo's played.
He's been quiet.
Melo's playing well.
But he's been playing. Yeah, he's been doing all right. But
I ain't want to jinx it.
Now,
Down the stretch.
Melo's doing what he's supposed to do. Like, what is his
Sound like
average? He's
Shelton
like
now.
18, 20 points.
What
a
does that
game.
even mean?
don't
What is he?
know.
What is
What?
he? What he's supposed to play the game?
No.
What?
But I
What'd you
mean,
say? What'd he say?
what I'm saying is he progressed from year one.
Yeah.
So he's on pace to do what he's supposed to do.
What is that ultimately leading to?
Being an all-star, perennial
Who?
all-star.
Melo.
Lonzo?
Melo.
LaMelo.
Oh,
Melo.
Oh, you thought you talking about Lonzo?
y'all
No.
scared me. Oh yeah,
No.
they're gonna give LaMelo an all-star. He's gonna be an
Lonzo's
all-star.
ceiling is, first or second team all defense type of guy, and that's it.
Lonzo's
no
ceiling is
all-star.
Kyle Lowry
Lonzo.
at best.
But a defensive version, because Kyle Lowry.
Lowry's a defensive guy too. How's he
I
not?
don't even think he's gonna get to
No,
Kyle
he's not
Lowry,
defensive
bro.
guy.
Lowry don't play defense.
No, Lowry is a
He gonna be Drew.
situational defender.
Drew
Like-
Holiday.
Thank you. He's more like Lonzo's more a mold of Drew Holiday because Kyle Lowry can go off for 40, 50. Not no more. Like he older now.
Yeah, he ain't really gonna
But
stop.
Holiday
nobody
could go
like
off for 30 or 42.
Who?
Drew Holiday. In the
3 times
playoffs,
a
he was
year?
going. In the playoffs, they needed them points that he was getting,
Oh, okay.
especially
but,
against that
but
Brooklyn.
it's-
That Brooklyn
you don't
hard
rely
every
on him
team.
to score,
Yeah.
huh?
Mm-hmm.
He's not.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Lonzo ain't a scorer either.
No, 100%. And that's what I'm saying. He's more Drew than
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry because you rely on Kyle Lowry to score. And Kyle Lowry don't score, what he out here for?
I don't
Yeah,
think
he-
Kyle
yeah.
Lowry is known as a scorer.
Kyle
He
Lowry
is.
used to be the man
He
when he
is.
was in.
He's a
He's
scorer.
known as a
in
scorer.
Toronto.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Yeah, Toronto. and
Yeah, that
Houston.
was pretty much his role.
He's known as a solid role player to me.
Well, he was he put the ball
You
in the
forgot about
basket.
Kyle Lowry's glory years.
Yeah.
But when was that?
When he was in Toronto.
Yeah, he played well in Toronto.
He played well in Toronto, but he wasn't known as a scorer.
I mean, Fred VanVleet before Van Vliet got to being who he is now, Kyle Lowry was
No,
that guy.
it was DeMar and Kyle.
Kyle,
If
yeah.
Kyle didn't get 20 points, bro, they wasn't gonna win.
Right. Yeah, he was up there. He was getting his buckets now.
He had to get buckets.
LeBron just made you forget.
Yeah, because they couldn't do nothing with that man. But Kyle Lowry was never out there for defense.
No, not
Like I'm not saying that he was a bad defender. I'm just saying situationally, we need a stop. You know that Kyle Lowry can stay in front of his man. But like to be like go lock him up the whole game.
No. I'm not saying it's shut down because I don't even think Lonzo can do that shit. Because I've never seen Lonzo shut down anybody.
You know what? Look. What was very interesting, I don't know if y'all watch or listen to the JJ Redick podcast. He recently had Luka on there. And Luka said it's way harder to score in Europe than it is in the NBA.
I saw that headline. I didn't hear what he said.
And I'm going to break it down for you. He said the players in America, way better, way more talented. It's the rules.
Mhm.
Smaller court. He said like Rudy Gobert in Europe can play in the paint defensively the whole
Right.
game.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna dunk and move the ball and finish over that dude when he could just stand in the middle of the fucking
Oh, yeah, 'cause
rim?
they don't got no 3-second rule.
They don't have 3 seconds.
Right.
So the rules make it way more difficult, which is why the Europeans are so much more skilled when they come over here. They can pass, dribble, and shoot. Triple threat, they understand the game because that's the only way we're going to get easy buckets. Here, because of the rules, it makes it so much more spread out. Do whatever you want to do, even though the players are better here. And he said, yeah, it's not even close. Like the NBA got way more talent, but it's easier to score.
Right.
So it's just it's one of those things where, to your Lonzo point, doesn't matter how great of a defender you're not shutting down nobody, bro. Shutting down somebody, it was like PJ Tucker. Was it last year's playoffs when he was playing with Milwaukee, and he said, "Bro, one of the hardest things to do because I'm never gonna get credit is guarding the shit out of KD."
Yeah, and he did.
KD
He made
scored
everything
40,
difficult.
but that was the hardest fucking 40 KD had to score, dog. You're not going to shut nobody down now. The rules are made that way. But how hard can I make you work? Lonzo's one of the best point guards at that. You're going to have to work because he could switch, he could do whatever.
He's long, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Nick, the idea of shutting somebody down in the NBA, that it doesn't exist.
My thing is
Unless you're playing the
Lonzo
Knicks.
doesn't do anything elite.
So
he don't even do anything above average.
He's an elite
not
defender.
an elite defender.
He is an elite
No.
defender.
I think he's a good defender. Yeah.
He's a solid defender.
Now he's an
elite defender.
He's an elite defender.
Yes, at his position.
Yes.
If we're talking the entire NBA, maybe not. But if we're talking point guards, yes. You can't name 5 better defensive point guards than him.
Yeah, that's what they talk about.
Skewing it to highlight him.
But what we're talking about is what does he do best? What's the value? Number one is the defense.
That's what they talk about.
That's all they talk.
Yeah, yeah. They do.
Well, no, we also talk about the improvement in field goal and free throw percentage.
It was so bad.
Yeah, so he's talking about the improvement. Like this nigga was shooting 50%,
but he's close to 80
now.
Now
He's shooting 65.
No, he's not shooting no 65. He's like in the middle 70s, which is a big improvement. You know what I'm saying? So come on, man. Like let's not be disrespectful. He's not the greatest point guard in the world, but if we're talking defensive point guards, he's top 5. He's great at what he does best.
Analytics guys love.
He said he's great at what he does best.
Well, people.
Hey man, I'm in sales.
Hey, people. I'm gonna say this though: Chicago done fell out since he been out, so you might be right.
Talk about your boys. Hey, you saw that game last night?
Nah, I didn't see it.
Oh, y'all won tonight.
I wouldn't either.
I saw we won tonight against
It's the Wizards. So
yeah.
Oh, I thought that was some kids summer camp y'all played
Well, I thought Kuzma was supposed to be the guy.
Kuzma's he's been. You take him away from like a championship team like that, and put him on a team where he can go Kevin Love on him. Kuzma, Kuzma been out there putting up some numbers.
Man,
He's been actually performing a lot better than y'all said he would.
What's his averages? Look that shit up, cause I don't know about Kuz. I don't know about Kuz.
I don't know.
Kuz didn't play tonight.
And look, what did I say?
That's what saved y'all.
About the Hawks and the Bulls, man. As long as they do better than the Knicks, man, I'm good.
Hey, we coming. We
we
on a little win streak, man.
You know what's crazy?
And we knocking out the top East contenders right now.
I'm gonna buy you a better hat. I'm gonna buy you a better hat, bro.
Kuz is averaging 17 and 8 rebounds. He averaged the same thing with the Lakers, didn't he?
No.
He
Well, that's kind of right in line. I think you said about 16.
Something like that.
18.
Yeah.
He's like 16,
That's right
18,
in line.
yeah.
But yeah, no,
That's solid.
Still solid numbers.
That's solid.
He's leading them in points, rebounds, and assists. God, dog.
They
He's
ain't got
leading them in
nobody.
points, rebounds, and assists.
They don't have anybody, yeah.
And think about that statement. If your leading scorer is 18 points in the NBA,
Well, Bill's been hurt though.
I get that.
That's why Bradley Beal he averages at 23,
So
but he's been out.
more shots.
And
stuff like
Porzingis
that,
is 21,
you know,
but they haven't been there.
Yeah, he hasn't been.
But this is what he is. He was like a second round pick, right, or a late first round pick. He's never averaged more than 18 points in his career.
Right.
So he's right in line with, except on the Lakers, his role changed.
But I feel like, and you know, we had to run the table. I can't really remember like that, but I wanna say that y'all felt like he was gonna be a 20-point scorer away from the Lakers, and I told y'all no.
I mean, 18 points ain't that far from 20, bro.
But there's you know the difference between 18 and 20?
Yeah.
All-star appearance.
Kyle would never be an all-star player.
All-star appearance, bro. Like you look at the majority.
I don't know. I think there was a debate, but I think we settled on like right around where he's at, 18, 16 to 18.
He for the career, he's gonna be between 14 and 18 max, 12, 14 the bottom, like when he gets older. Because dudes like Kyle Kuzma, when they fall off hard. He's gonna be a marginal role player. He's gonna be out there for size at some point in time.
I'm gonna wait off for your predictions on players because I don't know about bro. Your predictions on players out the league and what they do in the future.
Okay,
It's a little wishy-washy.
Hey, what's his name in Cleveland? Darius Garland outplaying him. What's his name? Young Bull from Georgia. What's his name? I can't remember his real name. Colin Sexton.
Oh yeah.
It just
Oh,
hit.
yeah.
Colin hurt, isn't he?
Yeah, he been hurt for a while.
Okay. We're gonna see who won him.
He be ready.
We're gonna see. Because he kicked him out the league.
Well, yeah, he
5
kicked
years
about
ago.
4 years, 5 years ago. Now
Remember when
he averaging over 20 or some bullshit.
I think one of the best ones is one of FIFO's best takes ever. He said Kyle Lowry was gonna be out the league. You remember when you said that shit?
And then he won a title.
He damn near was. He damn near was. But it is.
Let me get back to this.
One.
Yeah, the first one.
Somebody need to go through all that shit and figure out who got.
Is this one
right
Josh Bros?
We do, yeah.
Josh Bros, shout out to you. Who
We
do
do.
y'all see winning the play-in if it's the Pelicans versus Spurs? I don't think nobody wins. I don't think the fans win in that matchup, bro.
CJ McCollum on the Pelicans, right?
Yeah, give me the Pels.
He looks nice on the Pelicans, man. He looks the same on CJ.
That's whoever is hotter
You can
that
put
night.
me in a jersey in the Pelicans and we look nice, bro. That team is shit.
Give me Pop. Give me Murray, DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, give me the Spurs.
Yeah, I gotta go with the coach. I'm going to
I
Spurs.
just think the Pels will win that. They'll be at home.
It don't matter.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
It really don't.
you're like they got a
really
good home
don't
team advantage.
It don't matter who make them playoffs. That motherfucker out the
CJ
first
gonna
round.
prove it was him instead of Dame all these years.
I know my eyes tell me.
He trying.
Next super chat, TJ Clark, shout out to you. Thoughts on Giannis dropping 40 and rejecting Embiid to win the game?
MVP type of game. You know what I'm saying? Like
It really was.
that's Giannis. Yeah, you see I've been quiet on Giannis. Everything that I asked last year, the man's more aggressive, got a pull-up jumper,
Yeah.
hits open threes. Ain't shit I can say.
Mm-hmm.
That he
Best player in the league right now?
he looks like the best player in the league.
Yeah.
Ain't shit I can say.
It's just
It's like
so crazy how this whole season people barely talking about fucking Giannis.
And he
probably-
won back-to-back MVP and defensive player
He
of the year.
just won the fucking title.
Yeah, and the title. That's probably how he
He's
wants
finals
it, though.
MVP.
Finals
Yeah.
MVP.
That's probably how he wants it.
No, I don't think so.
Nobody's
You don't think
talking
so?
about.
I
Forget what
would.
he wants. It's just silly the fact that it's not even fucking happening.
It ain't
you
even
know
mentioned.
why? You know why though, Ken? Because in our media, we're conditioned to praise and to look for the next. He's no longer the next.
What
He
about
ascended.
LeBron? What about
Yeah,
KD?
remember
What
when-
about Kyrie?
And the Warriors. Remember when the Warriors ascended and came on top? They talked about them every fucking year.
Yeah, but dynasties are a
different
little
now.
bit different.
Today is a little different too. In the times we're in, everything is hot news too, hot takes.
Exactly.
With all these hot like we talked about the Lakers. The Lakers get more coverage than Milwaukee ever could. It's like, and it ain't
that
the
makes
market
sense,
to
though.
me.
That makes sense.
No,
It
that
ain't
is
even the
market.
market.
That's
Yeah.
marketing.
That's
business.
pure
It
market.
is, but-
That's pure market.
It is too, but
Even when they
it's
didn't
just the
have LeBron.
storylines. Well, yeah,
The storylines too. Okay, so look, Ken, there's a couple of different questions you have in there. LeBron is just LeBron. So
No,
whoever
forget
he's at,
LeBron. LeBron is like, yeah, we already
Yeah,
know.
we know
He
that.
We're
gonna-
talking about everybody else but
Forget
that.
him.
yeah, right. So then we're talking about KD. KD was next, and he's already there. Like there's just expectations for him now. We're not going to talk about the expectations because everybody could watch and be like, well, KD,
Mhm.
right? Giannis now has went from the next to it. You know, think about this. Have we talked about Ja Morant or Giannis more this year?
We talked about John.
Ja.
Because he's the next.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
So
I'm with you on that.
how you saying?
I see your logic. I'm not fully there with you.
Mm.
I think that when we look at Giannis should be at a superstar level.
No,
should
he
be.
is. So
But
wait,
we don't
you're saying
cover
he's
or talk. They don't. He's not covered or talked about in a superstar.
I
lineup.
just
same way like with KD right now. The only reason why we even talk about KD is because Kyrie wasn't
Kyrie.
playing.
I just think it's not sexy there. It's just not a sexy. They're more like this. I mean, his talent level is far superior, but it's no storyline.
They
It's
talk
just
about
not
fucking
to it.
Kawhi more than fucking Giannis.
Right.
And Kawhi don't say shit. But Kawhi won one ring in fucking Toronto. They talked about him all fucking year.
Yeah.
The luckiest, the leprechaun champ, the luckiest fucking damn NBA champion in NBA
He ain't
history.
gonna never let that go.
No.
He ain't.
He ain't never gonna
He
let
not.
that go.
He got a point though.
But
There's
you're
a lot
right,
of injuries and
100%.
shit that happened, that made that shit a lot easier.
But
I
they
mean, that's
talked about him,
basketball.
and he's not. He doesn't have a big personality. Giannis has a personality,
But
more
Ken,
than Kawhi.
but we talked about Kawhi primarily for that season and then the season after. Like, oh, can he do it? Like when he went to the Clippers and shit. Like, can you ascend the Clippers? So to a degree, he was still a little bit like not necessarily next, but it's a new chapter.
Yeah.
With Giannis, is like, okay, he's gonna retire a Milwaukee Buck. He already won a championship with Milwaukee. Everything that
Yeah.
people were predicting, he has done now.
Yeah, we've seen the end of the movie,
Exactly.
so we can kind of.
So who's
yeah.
the next leading star? That it's just media. I agree. Giannis should get way more coverage,
He should.
regardless of market or whatever,
Mhm.
because of the talent
Okay.
that's there.
So is that why they talk about Joker? Because he hasn't won a title? They
Yeah,
talk about his ass all the fucking time.
Because he's look. First of all, we ain't never seen a white man that big, that slow,
Making them
footed.
kind of. Did you see that behind him?
Bro,
Head passing.
Man, we ain't talking about him. We talking about a black
I'm
man
sorry.
right now.
I'm sorry.
But Ken,
I'm sorry,
with
kid.
Joker,
Joker's nice, but
he has kind of a little bit of that next tag. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know, man. Something's weird about this.
It is. I just
don't
really
get it.
think that the huge storylines are swallowing up a lot of the good play because he's been solid, spectacular. He's been all that this year. He's been everything that you need.
Yes, sir.
An MVP to be.
Yes, sir.
But like you said, he's not getting the coverage because we've been talking about Kyrie and this vax thing. Now they're talking about Boston and the vax thing. I don't know if y'all heard that story, but it's
because they don't know if Jason Tatum really
they
is
don't
vaccinated or not,
and if he got to play in Toronto,
he can't play.
He can't play.
And that might be the first round matchup.
Yes. So it's a lot. It's a
Mhm.
lot going on, and like I said, we know the Lakers mess. The Embiid Joker MVP talk.
Yep.
All this stuff is going on that a lot of these names have been forgotten. Like we talked about the same thing with Phoenix. Phoenix was forgotten too. Those teams are real steady. The only time we talked about Phoenix was when Chris Paul got hurt. The Warriors resurgence early. All this
Well,
stuff.
we had a debate. We talked about Phoenix early on. We had a debate about Phoenix versus the Warriors early on. That we kind of went away. I think though, and I'll hand it right to you, is that as we talk about this, I think some guys just are not made. They can have NBA. They can be superstars in the NBA, meaning in terms of that game, but outside of that, they're not it. And if let's just say Phoenix wins the title, Devin Booker will not be a guy that they're going to cover. He will not ascend to that superstar. I care about Devin.
It'll just be about Chris Paul.
He'll be. He just won a title. We're gonna move on.
Well, okay. So do you think it has anything to do with how Devin Booker would potentially play in them finals and throughout the playoffs?
I think
because if he averaged 30 plus, and then we go into them finals, like 40, 55, 60. We know he could go up there in the score. And he starts putting like all-time finals number, because I think the most ever in a finals game was it like 50 something? You know what I'm saying? Like he
do all that and win.
Yeah.
And win.
Yeah.
I didn't even talk about it.
I just don't see him doing it though. And it's not that he can't do it.
No. Just not even talking about whether he can do it, whether he can or can't do it. Just stay on the hypothetical of him doing it and what comes out of that. Now, taking that, if he just balls out
like crazy, out of his mind,
it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen
because I don't think Devin Booker has superstar appeal. And I think to a certain degree, and we've had this discussion about Giannis before, and I think it was like, oh, if he wins a title, then they'll cover him more. And I was like, I don't know. We talked about whether or not is it because he's from Africa, is he not American? That probably plays a factor into it too.
You don't like to hear him talk.
Yeah, and I don't. I think the same thing happened with Devin Booker. I don't think he has superstar appeal.
Yeah, drink more water.
I'm gonna read both of them. Drink more water said it's because Giannis is not American, and also Joseph Young says Giannis is the most overlooked superstar maybe ever.
I have to think about that.
That's a good one.
How like overlooked in what way?
Just media coverage. Look at the accolades, bro. The resume
Yeah.
is
No,
crazy.
100%. But I think this is why a lot of the media pundits always talk about big stars going to big markets because of this type of thing.
The market should follow you. If you're that guy, they should
Yeah.
follow you.
It should.
They
but
follow LeBron. They follow
Yeah.
every motherfuckers to fucking
Yeah.
Golden State.
When LeBron was in
LeBron is
Cleveland,
different
yeah.
though. But LeBron
Okay,
is
explain
different.
the Warriors.
The Warriors became a dynasty. That's why I said LeBron put them in lock
They
them up.
became a dynasty, but that first year when Kerr got there, they were covered a lot, and a lot of it has to do with Kerr because all the shit he was doing.
They cover Harden a lot.
Oh, yep, Harden
cover
and
Harden a
Houston.
lot.
Houston's a major market.
It's not one of the major markets though.
It's bigger than Atlanta. That city's big. All three of them fucking Texas cities is bigger than Atlanta, dog.
Yeah, but they covered him because James Harden was there.
Yeah.
And he was doing crazy shit.
Okay, so in OKC, and we were just talking about James Harden because they had a trio in OKC, but
KD
was there.
Yeah, KD was there.
KD is a small market. You're gonna follow a superstar that moves the fucking needle that has.
And KD came with a lot of press because he was coming out of Texas.
Yep.
He already was a superstar wherever he went.
So
if KD was in fucking Milwaukee, they would be covering him.
So let me ask this though, because I don't remember the timeline of events. KD was drafted before Russell, right?
Yes.
And obviously drafted before James Harden. James Harden was the last of the trio.
Mm-hmm.
That rookie year, and I know he won Rookie of the Year. Like, was everybody on KD like that rookie year? Like, was it major press? I don't remember.
He was the last Seattle Supersonic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He did play for the Supersonics. Russell, the other two didn't play for the Supersonics.
Okay,
right?
they became
Russell
OKC
didn't.
when
Yeah,
Russell got there.
Yeah. And Russell wasn't Russell.
Yeah,
his
man.
freshman- his rookie year.
Russell didn't become Russell till
It's
like the
fucking
finals.
weird, man.
No, till like year 2, 3. Then he started really.
Look, it's all business. Giannis just doesn't move the needle. If you write an article, you do something about Giannis, there's a number attached to that coverage, and the people that's doing this stuff behind the scenes, they pulling the data and looking at.
Yeah,
that's what they're gonna go with.
Some of this got to be on his team too, though. Like y'all need to be getting me in every major commercial.
But you already said it. He don't care. Or Nick said it. He don't care.
I don't think he don't care. I just think he just doesn't have like commercial appeal.
He's been on the Hulu commercials and shit.
They don't like him. No one likes to hear him talk. It's
They're
like
not all
Dikembe
that good,
Mutombo.
but
like you appreciate what he do, but you don't like hearing commercials. Though.
Yeah,
but Dikembe had the finger wag.
Exactly.
He
had a thing.
Yep.
He had a thing.
Giannis ain't got no thing.
Giannis ain't got no thing.
He tried to do the 50-piece thing. That shit didn't even really go anywhere.
Because you can't keep it up.
I know, but when he ordered the 50-piece, that was supposed to be the honest order. That was like,
that's a day's worth of media coverage, and that's about it. Like if he come on, man. Now if he made chicken nuggets part of his diet and talk about this is good for you, then we might have
like
something.
The Ocho versus Science shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like then we might have some, but real talk, Giannis don't have a thing. And you know what? And as much as KD is he doesn't necessarily press for like the media spotlight.
You covering KD, you
covering
Kyrie, you covering the fucking Nets. Where KD and Kyrie go, you're gonna talk about them.
Well, Kyrie because he's so enigmatic, and then KD. I think the thing for KD is KD puts basketball above everything. Like I don't know if y'all know like his stance on having children and dating and stuff. He don't do that. Like all he do is play ball.
Wow.
He says that he'll worry about that.
He got about 3 baby mamas probably somewhere on the NDA, and they ain't gonna come out till he retire. He fucking somebody.
No, I'm not saying he not fucking, bro. Who said that?
You say he put basketball for everything. I'm thinking he's celibate. The only balls he holds is holding and on the court.
This man is AC Green, yo. I didn't say he's AC Green. All I said was you never really see him out here dating. He's a fucking NBA player. Anywhere he goes, people gonna snap. The nigga 7 feet
have
tall.
girls at some point. I forgot who it was.
He been out on dates here and there, and he even brought a backup date to a date, which is crazy shit. But all I'm saying is KD's thing is solely basketball. Everything like people cover just like Steph Curry, like his warm up shit, like the whole spin one leg shoot, like it's basketball. So that's a thing to cover.
I was getting that. That's what I was getting at. What Drink More Water is saying that Giannis also isn't controversial.
That's
what I was saying. They're more like they're more vanilla than anything else, and that's the only thing that can kill them.
And
But
drink more water. Oh, my bad. You got
no, go ahead.
I was saying he got another question. He got us a start, bench, cut. So you got to start, bench, or cut somebody. It's Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, or Donovan Mitchell.
I'm starting.
Who are you starting between those three?
I'm starting Jason Tatum.
Okay. Who you benching?
Devin Booker.
Who you cutting?
Donovan Mitchell. No disrespect, Donovan Mitchell.
That's all disrespect. You cut the nigga. FIFO. He want me to come back to you.
Come back.
Ken, you got it?
All right, let's go.
Who you starting?
I will start Devin Booker.
Who you benching?
Spider.
Who you cutting?
You cutting Tatum?
I'm cutting Tatum.
Damn.
He crazy. I'm starting Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where it get tricky.
It is. I'm benching Mitch, and I'm cutting Book.
The light skin on light skin victims. I'm starting Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm benching Tatum, and I'm cutting Booker.
Look like I'm winning the chat.
Damn, that's tough. So why you cutting Book?
I'm cutting Booker because he's proven that he don't by himself. He don't move the needle.
Why you cutting Mitch?
Because I think Booker can get on one of those runs and just go.
Have you ever seen Booker on one of them runs? And it means something.
One game. What game was that? It was one game this past.
Yeah. He's done it.
The reason why I cut Book, I feel the other two players do more on the court than D Book.
I ain't mad at that.
That's my reason. What about you, Ken? Why you cutting Tatum? the 6'9" motherfucker that can't be guarded 1-on-1.
You can guard Tatum.
Shit.
They be guarding Tatum.
Who?
Shit. Pick a motherfucker. Austin Reeves. Nah, man. I think I like the other two better.
Okay.
I think
Donovan Mitchell, Dwayne Wade 2.0, so he ain't cutting him.
Nah. I love Mitch, man, and I fucks with Book, man. I love his elevated game now this year.
I love Book too. Y'all know I've been.
The only concern I have for Book is that he can't blow by anybody.
Yeah, he don't have. He's not athletic.
Yeah, that's the
That's
only
what I'm saying. Like now you think about it. Like if he's not hot, he's limited.
He can get his shots off.
Yeah, because he could get to his spots.
Yeah,
like he could score on you.
I'm not saying like, but to me it's like Tatum is just sometimes unguardable, right?
Yeah,
but sometimes
Booker is just sometimes. I mean, Mitchell sometimes is just relentless.
Yeah,
Booker is just.
Bro, Tatum can be cold as fuck too.
No, I'm not saying he can't, but I'm saying,
mean,
but like when
but
he could be unguardable. Like that step back three is like, bro, come on. I've seen him hit that on game winners. Mitchell too. Mitchell dropped 50 like 3 times in the playoffs just to put his team up.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
I've never seen Booker do some shit like that.
Booker attempts to play defense.
Booker what?
Attempts to play defense, and Mitchell doesn't.
Mitchell get his team farther though. As the best guy.
And that was one of my determining factors too. And to me, Spider plays situational defense for a myriad of reasons, especially on that Utah team. But I need to go out there and score 30, right? I'm not over here shutting everybody down either.
I mean, shit, we haven't really talked about Utah this year either.
We haven't.
Another dark horse of mine.
They done
Clippers.
They done slip.
Yep.
They got rid of one of my favorite Utah Jazz players. He's in Portland.
Oh,
now.
Ingles.
Yep, Joe Ingles. Because look, there's so many unsung heroes in the NBA. Joe Ingles is one of them motherfuckers because he'll take on Kawhi, PG, all you 6'8", 6'9" perimeter motherfuckers and talk shit to you. And it's like he don't look quick, but he played defense and he hit tough shots. So those guys are pests. You know what I'm saying? I think championship teams need those type of guys. And I understand that they, kept Bogdan. But man,
I think they did that because of the ascension of Jordan Clarkson. Him winning 6-man a year and then like him still continue on that type of productivity.
Did they forget the playoffs? Because he kind of, Oh, this must be on the.
It's on regular TV.
It's on TNT.
Yeah, TNT. You want to read the next two?
That's fine. Is that the next one, Kel?
Yeah.
Kel Timothy said, "Who's a sleeper team that you wouldn't be surprised if they made to the finals?"
Ooh, finals.
Sleeper team.
You already said yours.
Well, that was the dark horse. Sleeper team would probably be
Oh.
Memphis. I don't think no one's really thinking Memphis is gonna make the finals.
You think Memphis over Utah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
a sleeper team, yeah. I
Well, how can it be a sleeper team and you number 2?
just like number 2 is Philly. They ain't make it to the finals either.
But a top 3 team isn't. They're not sleepers really.
But no one's picking Memphis Grizzlies. That's what I'm saying. Like, just because we've seen. That's why I was mentioning earlier. Like, we've seen decades where the Raptors were number 1 seed, or whoever the fuck was the number 1 seed in the East. And it's like, all right, but they're not gonna get through LeBron. They're like, no matter what the seeding is. That's why sometimes when you get to the top 4 of these conferences, it's like, look at the East. They're all divided by 1 or 2 games.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like Memphis, while they're playing great in the regular season, no one's thinking they're gonna get to the NBA Finals out the West.
So look, I'm just giving you shit. I just wanted you to explain yourself, because I'm gonna pick Boston in the East, and I know they're number 1 right now. They haven't been number 1 all season.
They're number 3 right now,
or number 3. Oh, damn. So
and they all separated.
They
basically number 1.
It depends on the day. They might be number 1 and number 3.
Yeah, the top 4 1.5 games.
Bet. So to me, I'm picking Boston because I don't care what sport it is. You always want to play your best going into the playoffs, and that's what Boston is doing. So to me, a lot of people, even myself, like I didn't really believe in Boston. I'm like, wait, hold on.
They were
playing
shitball.
defense.
Yeah,
They're playing defense. So when you can play defense like that and score, and you got guys like Jason Tatum that at times is just, like KD, LeBron, like you just can't stop them.
But like we talked about, we don't know Jason Tatum's vax situation.
We don't.
So if they right now, they matched up with Toronto in the first round. If he's not vaccinated and they're playing in Toronto,
I know the NBA wish they was like cutthroat like the NFL. Look,
yeah,
we ain't gonna test nobody for the playoffs.
Right.
Like, the NBA can't do that. They're too progressive.
And then Robert Williams got hurt too. So I don't know how long Robert Williams is out, but if he's out for an extended period of time, that can hurt Boston too. Those are the 2 factors that scare me about Boston. Is the injury front, but like you said, if they play like they've been playing, because they peaked at the right time, they'll be okay. Can you see that? Alan Katende said, "How do y'all feel about Pascal Siakam? I think he has a good chance of making All NBA third team, depending on what position they place some other dudes in."
Siakam.
He had 40 last night, didn't
he? Did he?
Yeah.
I don't be watching Toronto like that.
But no one does.
Siakam is
Not
nice.
even Canadians.
But y'all know how I be rating players, right? Like, where are you on the championship pecking order on your roster? And if Siakam is your best player, you're not winning shit. If Siakam's your second best player, depends on who's the best player on that team. But if he's your second or third guy, really, then you have a damn good team. So Siakam is good or really good, but what's dominant about him? He has length, but what's dominant about him? Like he don't dominate any one thing on the court, so that's why I like him but don't love him.
Yeah, he's averaging 22 and 8.
So yeah, he's borderline all-star.
Yeah.
That's borderline all-star.
He did have 40 and 13 yesterday in the big game against Boston. They won it overtime. But I don't see the consistency this year from him that I normally see.
I haven't watched enough. To this point, I haven't watched the Raptors like that, so I can't even really comment.
I think Simplistic Gray said, "I can see the Cavs if everyone is healthy."
I like that one. I liked it better the first half of the season. I think the last third has been they've gotten together, but it's just I don't know, something's different.
Oh, PG cut his hair.
Mine would be. He always had his hair like that, didn't he?
No, he had braids.
Oh,
he had braids the last couple seasons.
He come back and they just
is he playing?
Yeah,
I didn't know he was playing
the first game back.
I did not know he's playing. And
he came back tonight.
Go sit back down.
He's trying to get a couple, get ready for the playoffs.
Get some runs in. Brooklyn is the
Hey, I'm telling you, the Clippers gonna be pushing P.
I'm
gonna tell you,
playoff P is not a nice thing.
They're not gonna say playoff. They're gonna say pushing P. You know what I'm saying?
Better.
Brooklyn is the sleeper, I guess, because they're in the 8th seed. Can you say that?
Brooklyn is the most dangerous 8th seed in NBA history.
Correct. I would.
They are the most dangerous 8th seed in NBA history.
I'm gonna go with the Hawks.
Huh?
The Hawks.
Hawks what?
If you can hunt, you can hear.
Hawks to do what?
He said if you can, you can.
What you gonna go to the Hawks to do?
Yeah, what we
That's
talking-
my sleeper team.
Oh,
To
to
do
make
what?
it?
Whatever the question was.
Make the finals?
Yeah.
They
Even
were
without
in the
John
Eastern
Collins?
Conference Finals last
They don't
year.
need John Collins.
Man,
Bruh. They don't need John. They've been better without John Collins.
What position they in right now?
They're
10th.
10th.
They 10.
Yeah, come on, man.
Knicks on their ass though too.
It ain't gonna
Yeah.
happen. They're gonna run out of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, don't
they
say that now. You don't know.
Okay.
Give me, and in the West, give me,
Ooh,
no
that
doubt.
counted.
give me this Utah team.
I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
Oh yeah, you just
Minnesota, yeah.
can put
I'm
at
proud
least
of- I'm proud of
$100 because you make
Minnesota.
$1 million if any one of them teams hit. Oh yeah, that count.
Yeah, that definitely counted. Ohio State's own Mike Conley.
Igwe Ek said, "Have y'all watched the Lakers series on HBO? It's good."
I have.
No,
saying
I
that.
have.
I've heard people
Is it
talking about
good?
it though.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. You got to give it. I would say binge watch it though.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
do
what
it.
I'm
Don't
waiting
do it
on.
week to week.
That's
Yeah,
what
well.
So
I started last night.
What
though.
episode are they on?
They are on
Four?
4, I believe.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it's. I'm not sure how long it's supposed to be.
I'm just
It may
over
be 8 to
everything
10.
Lakers.
Yeah.
bro.
But it starts off basically where Magic gets drafted.
Mm.
So like they talk about how he got drafted and all that shit, and how Jerry Buss
Bought the
bought
team.
the team and all that.
He was only worth $67 million when he bought the Lakers.
He was, bro. I didn't know his past was working for the government, and then he got a.
Yeah, he was like a
real estate.
scientist or
He
something.
became a real estate tycoon, and then he sold all that shit to buy the Lakers when they wasn't shit.
Yeah. He didn't even have
It reminds me
Yeah.
of when Jerry Jones
Jerry
bought the
Jones.
Cowboys for like what $200 million,
something
and
crazy
now they
like
worth
that.
like $4 billion.
He was like, man, he didn't even have all the money. When he agreed to the deal, he's like, I got to find
That's-
$15
hey,
million.
hey, you know what I call that, Joe?
Was that?
That's that white man luck.
That's
boy.
it right there.
That's that white man
Let me borrow
luck.
$15 million. Boy.
He called his ex-wife to borrow $2 million.
But yeah, I can't. I started it last night, but I was like, let me get off this because I'm trying to watch that Fresh Prince series, and it's killing me waiting week to week. I can't.
The Bel Air shit.
Yeah, I'm so spoiled,
Hey,
man. Now
bro.
with
You watching
series.
that shit?
Yeah, I am.
I've been watching
man.
it too, Ken. I can't.
Heard that
hold
shit
you.
was whack.
I heard it was good.
It
It's,
looks
it's
so
not
bad.
bad.
good,
It's
man.
not bad.
It's not.
If you just take off, if you don't try to
That-
remember or
that's
try to
just-
equate the sitcom to it, it's just treat it as its own. Like it's decent.
I was watching it when Will slapped Chris the other night, and I was watching this for the rest of the night.
Hey, bro.
That's why
Why
your
the
ass
hell
got
did
sent up there.
every sports show talk about that shit?
You got to.
But I'm saying it has nothing to do with sports.
you
Because
got
that's
to
the
Nothing
believe
about
it.
it.
in the world at the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're foolish if you don't.
Yeah,
But that's
No.
like them talking about like when Kanye interrupted Taylor Swift. That's like
yeah.
really like I don't
It's
really
just
like that with
bad
sports.
business,
Yeah,
man.
for
if
the
you
record,
don't-
I
you
think it was
don't talk
fake.
about it.
I really think it was fake. I really
It looks fake.
do. It looks fake, bro.
It looks fake.
I watched it
I'm
slow
believing
motion.
that it's real, but it looked fake.
No,
People.
100%. So my initial reaction was like, was this scripted? Like,
You a man. Your hands behind your back. Any man walking towards you, you ain't gonna stay like this and lean in. You gonna at least put your
It's
hand
not
out to
that.
say what's
To
up.
me, it was more of the fact that when he walked off stage, it looked like he was after he smacked him, like
Grinning.
he was kind of smiling,
He was.
and then he was smiling before he even smacked him.
He was.
even in his Oscar acceptance speech, some of his pauses, you could see he was kind of like smirking, whatever. So I'm not calling Will Smith a liar, but it felt like a little disingenuous. Where niggas, you just acting right now.
Hey,
You
Ken
just won
said,
the Oscar, so you
hey,
do
Ken
this pretty
said
damn
it
good.
was to me, man.
You do this pretty damn good.
he called him
so-
Jesse Smith.
He was
Hell
to me,
no.
boy. Jussie.
Oh
And
man,
they had took him out of their handcuffs.
But
He
if
was
it's
saying,
real,
I'm
bruh.
not gonna hurt myself.
But while just real quick, make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. Frames Per Second podcast on YouTube. We're going live. We talking about this tomorrow,
live and
9
direct.
p.m.
I can't wait.
FPS podcast.
Drink More Water asks thoughts on the media and the voters trying to get both Embiid and Joker on first team All NBA by putting one at forward. And does LeBron make any All NBA teams if the Lakers miss a play in?
So this is some
Yeah.
bullshit because they're trying to find a way to put. I'm gonna say Joker on the first team and not Embiid. So once again, you know, you have white media, white NBA coverage media, trying to look out for their own. We need more black people in media coverage.
Wouldn't it be crazy though if one won first team and the other one MVP?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you
Who cares about that?
daycare. You know why?
Contract wise, yeah.
Because compensation is tied to that, Ken.
Ah.
What do you mean? You talking about like an
It ain't my
15?
money.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I was gonna get to. At first, I was like, I get the conversation, but that's only dealing with one nigga and his family.
I stopped worried about contract. I started worried about these players, how much they got paid, and how much and all that shit years ago because it wasn't going in my pocket. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit.
But if we're talking, all right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Think about it. What is relevance does it have outside of them getting paid more money?
Well, it has relevance because obviously these guys have played at an all NBA level, and then you have guys that probably never even played the sport voting on and doing a whole bunch of shit, and you're not getting paid because this person said, "No, you second team."
I think it means a lot to them too, personally.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
it's a pride thing.
Yeah, they playing
It's
for
a
that.
money thing, bro.
It's
It's
money
a
too.
money thing too,
It's
but
money
it's
too, but
also
it's pride.
pride.
It's 90% money, 10% pride.
It depends
I
who you
don't know
talking
about that.
Because
Most
if they
of
was
them,
doing it, because if they didn't get
Depends who
no
you talking
conversation
about.
about that, they would be
Like,
like,
it
"All right."
they
depends who you
still would
talking
want it though. That's like even going to the All-Star game, take the money out of it. You want to be recognized as
100.
one of the greats.
Nick, how often do you hear players talking about, yeah, man, I was on NBA, first team, stuff like
Oh,
that?
they say
only
it.
the niggas
Yeah.
that only
Say
made
that?
it. Only
Yeah,
niggas
they
that
say
made it
that.
only
Who
once.
say that?
They say
Well, they ain't
so-
gonna sing their whole. I'm sure around the people they talk about that kind of stuff.
No, but sometimes you got these smart ass reporters and shit be asking dumb ass questions, be like, "Yeah, I was first team all this." Shut
Yeah.
your ass up.
I don't hear them citing that as an accomplishment.
I think it goes onto the Hall of Fame resume, Ken. It strengthens the Hall of Fame resume.
So that means he ain't heard it either.
Speaking of contracts, this is a quick NFL segue. The Ravens signed Harbaugh to a 3-year extension.
Oh wow.
How do y'all feel about Harbaugh getting an extension?
That means Lamar gone, bro.
Yeah, that's what I want to say, bro. Is Lamar gonna get traded before the draft? That's what I want to know.
When
They
Lamar
got
gonna
the
be
draft.
Hey, bro, Ken, you been in my, bro. You been insert, bro. This Inception shit
They
you
gonna
got
trade
going
Lamar
on with
for
this
Kyler?
Lamar shit, bro. I was like, hell, ain't no way they gonna trade an MVP,
They ain't think about that.
bro. How does the head coach get a contract extension before the quarterback? When the head coach is on the hot seat before the quarterback
Right.
started.
And the
sure
quarterback
was.
saved his ass.
He
White
saved
man,
his job.
Whitey, man. Black man saving Whitey.
So why you think
Steven
Lamar's
Jackson.
gonna get traded?
Because if you he's going to him and Baker Mayfield should not be in the same position when it comes to contract extensions. Point blank period.
But I think the difference is that we know Lamar's gonna get paid.
Lamar is his
Why-
own
why-
agent
Yes.
too,
Yeah,
right?
why,
What do you mean?
why didn't
Do you
they
think-
pay him yet?
Hold on, before you
I
ask
don't
that,
know.
do you think Joe Burrow's gonna wait? The Bengals are gonna wait till his 5th year or 4th year, 5th year to pay him?
I don't
Deshaun
know.
Watson got
No.
paid twice after touching
3 times.
3 times after
Well,
he felt
22.
up 20. Yeah. He felt up 22 women 3 times before he got paid.
He got paid off over 20 times, people, before he got a real check.
Exactly. And you know
Y'all
they,
niggas Y'all niggas stupid, bro.
he got paid under the table and got a happy ending over it. Come on, people. And they ain't talking about Lamar yet. I haven't seen no numbers, Shelton,
None.
about Lamar at
None.
all.
None.
He's the only MVP in the division.
So what if Lamar is waiting because he wants to be the highest paid? Because
I don't think he waiting. No, I don't think it's him.
Who is he waiting on?
I don't know.
You telling me he was waiting on Deshaun Watson? I think Lamar talking to his mama like, Mama.
Right. 'Cause he's the agent, right?
Deshaun got paid twice before I got paid once. And I ain't touched nobody.
So you really think that the Ravens are going to trade Lamar Jackson?
It's more like I'm
It's a
thinking
possibility.
it's more likely that they will than them extending him now.
Okay, so what's the market then? Because obviously it's not going to be in the same division. That's number one. We're gonna rule out Pittsburgh.
You
We're
can
gonna
trade.
rule
You
out.
could, with what we seen in the NFL offseason this year, ain't nobody above being traded. I ain't putting it past
Okay,
nobody.
okay.
And you can trade him right to Arizona and get Kyler back. There you go.
But you be in the same situation, contract wise.
Yep. So again, what's the market? Because obviously his division, they're not trading him to Pittsburgh. Obviously the other two teams already got they got. What other team? So you think Baltimore will trade him to the Jets?
It'll have to be in the NFC, I would think more like.
Because they already just got a quarterback.
Yeah, they ain't trying to.
They already got
Jets
Zach
ain't
Okay.
looking for him.
So then
Seattle.
There you go.
They got
They got the draft
They
picks to
got
get back
picks.
something
There you go.
back for him. Seattle could go for
Man,
him.
if I'm Lamar, I'll be faking the injury. I ain't playing for y'all motherfuckers.
Seattle is
Seattle's what?
yeah,
Seattle's what?
Oh, I don't even know who that is. So, who is that?
I was gonna be rude. I'm like, he ain't nobody.
Like
trying to
Seattle
think
got
about
no
it.
O line. Yeah, they got a couple weapons on the outside, but that's about it. Defense is shoddy.
They got picks.
For the Ravens, not I'm saying Lamar goes there.
Oh,
And
wait,
he's going
what he
to
gonna go to?
empty cover.
What about the Eagles?
There you go.
That's another good one. Q will be happy for that.
Yeah, Q
Maybe.
would be happy.
I don't know. Yeah, he don't like nobody.
Yeah.
I don't like nobody.
I think the Eagles are still devoid of outside talent, but
So are the Ravens.
I mean, shit. Yeah.
That's the same situation, yeah.
He just
but-
upgraded damn
but-
fucking
but they know
whatever
how to
Hurts.
run that
Yeah,
ball
he's
though,
better.
and they got multiple running backs. So
That would help Lamar.
huh?
That would help Lamar.
No, I'm talking about the Ravens,
Oh.
not Philly.
I mean, shit. Them multiple running backs ain't do shit last
Yeah, but they
season.
started
Yeah, it
running the
was all
ball
hurt.
more with towards the end of the season. Shelton said because I didn't watch them, but I remember we were talking about it, they started running the ball more and it helped hurt. So if they do the same thing, follow the same blueprint with Lamar, who's dynamically different,
Yeah.
bruh.
It would work. It would definitely work. And like you said, it would be a better fit because that's what he does best.
All I'm saying, my main point is that I'm scared that Lamar is gonna get. He's gonna most likely get traded before he gets.
It is weird that they haven't is
Like
signed
for
him.
all that he's accomplished and done for this Ravens organization since post Joe Flacco.
So would you be surprised if they gave him $250 million guaranteed? Would you be surprised?
At this point, I would be. I would be surprised at this point because I would expect that he was gonna get something guaranteed before Watson got paid.
Yeah, if he was gonna get that much, he would have gotten it by now.
They fucked up not extending him because now the market has been reset again.
Yeah.
So
And he proved that he could do it by himself. He proved he could do it by himself without all that shit.
And if he starts hot this year, you gonna have to
started with Patty. Now you got Watson getting all that money.
And no one's franchise tagging a QB.
Aaron Rodgers got all that money. Yeah, they
be
learned
stupid
from
to do that
Cousins.
shit.
You're talking like $50 million,
Yeah,
$60 million.
because he's due up for the extension, right? Or something, right?
He's
in his
been
fifth
due.
year.
He's been due. He like just like he got drafted the same year Baker did.
Wait, so
he got drafted last in the first
So
round.
Baker's got picked up. Lamar hasn't.
No,
Yes.
they both got fifth
The fifth year.
The fifth year option got
fifth year
picked up.
option.
But if you have a QB like him, you're not waiting 5 years to
why
pay
would
him.
you? Yeah, that's
The
weird.
only reason why you would do that, let's say if you have
Did his
higher,
option get picked up already?
yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna pick that motherfucker.
The only reason why you would do that is like, let's say you have big contracts coming off the books. You know what I'm saying? In that quarterback's fifth year, so that way you have the cap space.
But who are they paying, FIFO?
I don't know.
Nobody.
They
They ain't paying nobody worth of shit.
Nah, they not. They not.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson signed a 4-year, 9.
He got paid the least out of that whole all them QBs that got drafted before him.
Yeah, he was 29.
He was 32. I
30,
thought
something like. It was late.
it's crazy. Josh Allen got paid before him. Baker situation is Baker's situation,
He's
but
gonna be the backup
Where?
in Cleveland. They said
Nah, they gonna cut his ass before that happens.
They said they're not in
ain't
the
no
rush
way.
to trade him.
Ain't nobody gonna trade for him now. When they know you most likely gonna cut him.
No, I know. I'm not. Look,
Well, we don't need to get on that. I'm just saying that they say they're not in a rush to move off of him. Kind of adding to what you were saying.
Oh, he hit him in the face. God, no.
So,
Get your ass.
damn. So out of that whole class, who's left? I mean, out of the young QBs that hasn't been extended yet.
Out of that specific class, because
Well, just out of the young guys, period. So you said
Kyler's not paid yet. Lamar's not
Kyler,
paid.
because Josh Allen got paid. Patrick.
Kyler wasn't in Baker's draft.
No, he's saying with the young.
Just
QBs.
out of the young
okay,
crop
okay,
guys
my
within that window.
I got you.
Yep. So Josh Allen has, Kyler hasn't, Lamar hasn't. Baker got his fifth year picked up, but he probably won't be.
Watson got paid again.
Patrick.
All of the youngins.
Carson Wentz even got paid.
Daniel Jones picked up his option.
They picked up his option.
So they picked up his option.
Goff got paid.
Goff got paid. Yep.
Dang. He was the first one, wasn't he?
And we talking about a lot. So
Yeah,
but these all niggas that's not. Most of them are not better than Lamar.
right.
But he was the first one to make a Super Bowl too.
Well, true, but you know.
But he wasn't MVP.
Remember when Nick
made
said
a
he
Super
No, I
was?
mean I get that.
Huh?
Remember when Nick said Jared Goff was top 8?
All right, y'all. This is my time. He was top 8 for that year, kid. Tickle Kane. Did you guys see Robert Kraft call out Belichick?
No, he didn't.
No,
He basically said these niggas got to compete next season. I'm tired of. I don't want to be a bounce first round exit again. I'm like, nigga.
Which
If
is interesting.
Belichick don't shut his ass, tell him to go to a goddamn
I
massage
tell
parlor.
Belichick, bro, I leave.
He need to
I
go.
leave your ass with. I leave your ass on the table like they did when you
Like what
when
the
they caught your ass.
See,
on
that's
the
some
table.
bullshit by Belichick. That is some bullshit. First of all, this motherfucker made the playoffs with fucking Matt Jones, a rookie.
Who?
And you
Matt
talking about
Jones?
you don't want to be a first round exit?
Oh, you saying it's bullshit by
Robert
Kraft?
Kraft. Get the
Okay, I
fuck
just
out
said
of
by
here.
Belichick.
This nigga gave you the biggest dynasty in NFL history,
Yes.
and you asking him to do more.
Yeah.
So I to me that tells me that he thinks it's more time than Bill.
To me, that tells me I think he got used to winning, and he
Yeah.
thought, and I think he
You're
kind of
right.
overdrank on the Belichick juice.
Yeah.
See, I think it's the other way around.
Well, I think he overdrank on the Belichick juice from this standpoint, as far as we got Belichick, we can get
so we get rid of Tom.
that Jay-Z line. If you could make another Tom Brady, pretty much.
And shit, now we talking. Or just to add on, maybe because Belichick was running things regardless. So he was like, because remember he wanted to get rid of Tom. At least that's what they were saying.
Mm-hmm. And Kraft fought against him, and they got what 2 Super Bowls after that?
Yeah,
or at least
and
one of
then
them.
Yeah, because he wanted to get the job to Jimmy G.
Right. So maybe Belichick won the second one, and now Kraft is looking at him like, all right, we did it my way, and we got 2 more Super Bowls. We did it your way, and we didn't make the playoffs the first year, and we made the playoffs the second year with a rookie, and we got our ass busted.
And some bosses are unrealistic and impatient. Some people just want to win, like you said, they're used to winning. So all he knows is we supposed to win. You supposed to be that man. Win.
Well, the Achilles heel to Bill Belichick's whole regime is that he does not draft skill position guys well. And when you look across the NFL right now, the last couple of teams to win, fuck the O-line, the defense, okay, you got to be a little decent. You ain't got to be
always got a
stellar.
solid defense.
You got to bend. You know what I'm saying? But it's about these weapons now. Look at these contracts that these wide receivers getting. Look at all of these. Kansas City got rid of Tyreek Hill, but look at how many wide receivers they brought in, and they're probably going to draft 2 or 3 of them. Get you the quarterback first and foremost, and then get the guys he could throw to.
They should sign OBJ.
They should. I like OBJ and KC right now, but
no, I'm saying New England.
New England, hell no. No, that's not a.
They need. You said they weapon. That's the only weapon they got left on the market.
But this is a Belichick problem.
And I think Belichick, we seen Matt Jones can get the ball to receivers. Now, granted, it was in college, but you get some skill positions, he can make some.
I say he had a good touchdown pass. It's just that corner made a phenomenal play. He made a Madden play to get that.
Did y'all know that the Patriots don't have an offensive or defensive coordinator? And Belichick said he's not big on titles. He's not naming a coordinator this year.
Belichick be on some other shit,
He
bro.
do.
Belichick be trying to see his own greatness. He be doing a heat check on himself.
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna call everything.
Yeah, Belichick won't name a Patriots offensive or defensive coordinator for 2022. I'm not big on titles. Everybody got a job to do. And
well, the crazy thing is that he do get the best coordinators based off of them leaving to get head coach.
But they've had titles before. What's changed?
I think just because everybody keeps getting hired off of his tree.
They're gonna hire him anyway. Word's gonna get out. But what's this thing about the NFL mandating that they hire a black person?
Oh yeah, you gotta have an offensive
assistant
coach or some shit like that.
If I was an NFL owner, I'd be mad as hell. Tell me what to do. I hired this blackie.
Mr. Edman 27 says Saints finally made Taysom Hill a tight end.
He's a
Love
tight
to
end
see
now.
it.
Tight end.
Yep, that's his job.
So James is the guy.
So he's the highest paid tight end in the league.
He is the highest paid.
Basically, yeah.
And now there's no quarterback controversy. It's all James.
Yeah, and that's what that was done for, I'm sure.
Because before James got hurt, he did prove he's that guy for them.
Yeah, you had him at MVP, right?
First
Better
2,
than
3
that.
games. First 2, 3 games.
Oh,
good move.
Yeah, that's all I got, I think.
Cool.
There was something else I was going to ask y'all.
Percolate. You know, one thing about Luke Kennard, man, when that motherfucker get hot,
Don't say Donovan got hurt.
Is he hurt?
Oh
Nah,
man.
he
No,
good.
this was against the Mavs. They're just showing like
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
You thought that was now?
Boy, they be trying to. I still got to get my Donovan Mitchell jersey.
well, hold off, because he's gonna be on a new team.
Hey, he coming to New York, baby.
Nah, y'all getting Russell Westbrook.
But,
Yeah.
honestly, I wouldn't. Shit, we need a point guard. Honestly, he would.
Hey,
He, would,
y'all-
he couldn't. We couldn't be worse than what we
Y'all
got.
niggas need a rebuild again.
How many more years Julius got on his contract?
He re-signed just this past season, so he got about 4 years.
So
y'all
how many
stuck
points he
with him?
scored tonight?
No, we ain't stuck with him because he's on a reasonable contract because he took less money.
I'm asking because I think RJ ready.
RJ ready, yeah. RJ ready. We don't need Julius, and Obi's been showing some good flashes. My boy IQ, hey, show boy IQ out here.
Hey, he playing
Obi
somewhere
just,
on
I mean, I know he is. He
y'all
just
play
looks
us
so
next.
thick and stiff when he out there.
Sometimes he's fluid, but sometimes he's just like you're right. Like he's like it seems like he don't know what to do all the time.
Yeah, it's weird.
But when he's just like when he's not thinking, he's really great.
Yeah,
All Jordan Clarkson know how to do is get buckets.
Mhm.
That's all he is. Jamal Crawford 2.0.
2.0
now
without the handle.
Yeah, he don't got that same handle, but he got them buckets though.
Mhm.
now that's somebody that improved when he left the Lakers.
Oh, 100%.
I forgot he was on.
But
no,
it
he
took him a
improved when he
long
left.
time. though.
Not the Lakers.
Cleveland?
Yeah, when he was in Cleveland. Man, can you imagine if he played like this when he was with LeBron?
Oh yeah,
I thought it was LeBron twice. Wasn't he with LeBron in Cleveland and in LA?
No, he wasn't with him in LA.
Not LA.
Man.
He played with Kobe. I think he's one of the few guys to play with Kobe and Bron.
Mm-hmm.
Like Shaq, you know what I'm saying? There's only a select few guys that done that. Good pass out. Oh, you come on, you gotta make it.
bro.
You know where to go.
White boy.
That's not white.
Oh, that's
Batum.
Batum.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, these light skinned niggas, boy. Y'all be, y'all
Close
be,
enough.
hey, boy,
Close enough.
hey, close enough, hey.
Beige.
Batum French, ain't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
White boy.
Man, he ain't
Bethune and Gobert. You think they out there arguing in French?
probably.
That would be
Talking
tight.
some
They
shit.
did say that Donnie would move on because he don't fuck with Gobert like that. Ever since that COVID shit.
Ever since that
I thought they
COVID.
made up.
They made up publicly.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, last question. Are y'all watching the Bomani Jones show on HBO? Game Theory?
I heard they crushed it. I ain't watched it yet.
What you say? Would you crush it as far as good or bad?
Bad. They said it was awful. The ratings were horrible. Is that true?
I think I fuck with Bomani podcast wise.
You do.
But but on TV, this is second show that he got. Because remember he had that ESPN show High Noon.
Uh-huh.
And that didn't go well. That got canceled too. This one is just I don't know. I don't think he meant for TV.
Bomani's on a downward spiral when we're talking about, Spotlight.
Oh shit. The FIFO take.
I think he's great underground. Like he's like Tech Nine. You know what I'm saying? He can he gonna shut shit down on underground scene, but you try to put him in the mainstream like we got other niggas better than this. You know
He's the guy that be like, man, this motherfucker dope. He should be bigger, and then he just don't connect with more of a mainstream.
And I don't know what it is because I try to talk to somebody about it, they think he's like too cerebral when it comes to mainstream. But like if you're just like if you're a fan of basketball and like the inside baseball shit of basketball, like you would fuck with him and you'll.
But he
rock
tries to make it relatable. Like he tries to bring in like cultural stuff at times. It seems
he does, but it don't come off like
Authentic.
still a little bit
not
too,
authentic. It just don't come off as fluent or like fluid. It comes off like
he's trying hard.
Even when you watch, like I'll try to watch 5 to 10 minutes of that show. The first episode, I'm like, I can tell you reading off a teleprompter.
Hey, who?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like it's not like we just have a camera on you. It's like, you looking at the camera and you reading something.
You know who I think he should partner up with, and I think it'll help him? Bill Simmons. As much as I don't really...
That's worse. Bill Simmons got canceled on HBO.
Yeah, but Bill Simmons, I feel, translates on that
Bill
main...
Simmons only work on what Bill Simmons do.
Yep, Bill Simmons is basically a white Bomani. His podcast serves a niche audience.
That might be the better comparison. He is a white Bomani Jones.
Hey, who is y'all's favorite sports personality on TV? Period. Overall, anywhere.
I like Shannon.
You talking about personality or just like who I like to get information from?
like, who was your favorite one to watch? If you had to watch one of them and that was it, who is that? Who is that person? Like, he's
Okay,
like,
That's
so
that to me.
that's
That's
different.
Cowherd for me.
Yeah, me
I
too.
watch Colin.
I
But as
like
far as
Colin.
my favorite analyst, I like Joe Klatt. Joe Klatt, he's the main reason why I keep up with college football. Because like the way he breaks shit down, and like he has enough personality to where it's easy to listen.
I think Colin Cowherd is the best overall, like because he's great with stories. He's great with personal things. He's great with breaking things down to a simplistic view, giving you a different perspective, and breaking shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think he has just the best overall appeal
And
when
he
it
got
comes to
Joy Taylor.
sportscasting.
Shout out
and he
to
got Joy Taylor. On.
Rich Eisen.
Yeah, she
Rich
bad
Eisen
boy.
is a good one too. Rich Eisen show. I don't know if y'all watched that.
I don't, but I watch his clips on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with Rich, but I don't know. Colin just has a personality
Yeah.
about him. I fuck with Colin. But if we're just talking about like being entertained by the person, Shannon does it for me.
Yeah.
Cause you know all of the antics and shit. Like you're a real nigga, man. So I fuck with Shannon.
Entertaining wise, I know I'm gonna kill for this. Just pure entertainment. I'm not taking anything.
You better not say who I think.
You know what I'm gonna say, bro.
Who?
Bro, Jason Whitlock.
Oh, hell no. Hey, Ken. The disrespect.
Hey, I'm saying, hey, kid, that nigga is funny.
No,
bruh.
that nigga. No,
he's ignorant.
You know what?
But he's funny though.
Somebody need to go up him
he
and
is
Will
not funny.
Will smack him.
Did I tell you he covered high school sports when I played? Is that
Really?
crazy? I had no idea. My brother showed me a clip.
Oh wow.
He
You think
was
he's funny,
covering my
like
local.
ha funny.
No, I'm like he say the dumbest. Like he says the most insensitive. It's like it's a. I watch shit. I like people bombing pretty much. So I watch him and he says the craziest shit. I'm like, why are they having this nigga on TV? But I can't stop looking. It's like a car crash. Like that shit. Did I not send y'all that clip? The shit he said about LeBron James when he had that equality commercial coming out. Oh, I gotta say, it's the one time they let him host the herd. He ain't never host the herd after that.
Oh yeah, when he.
I remember.
Yeah, I remember that too. When
All
he
that shit pissed me off so much, bro.
Because then he brought Tiger Woods. And
Oh my god!
hey, that shit was. If y'all have not seen that clip, please,
Don't watch it,
bruh. Watch it. It's on the herd anyway.
Yeah, now Jason Whitlock. Let me tell you how I found out about Jason Whitlock. This goes way back before even Dead End anything. Me, Ken, and Rod, we sat close at our previous job before we started this. And I would always go after lunch, you know what I'm saying? You know, you're 10, 15 minutes extra, you know what I'm saying, before you get back into work. And I would always go to Yahoo Sports and I would just read articles, see, you know, just stay up. And Jason, I can't remember what the fuck the article was, but I read it. And in the first paragraph, I felt so insulted. And I'm like, wait, hold on. Am I just not connected? Is there like a disc? Like, am I tripping? Am I fucking tripping? So I had to send it to them. And I said, hey, look, am I tripping about the tone and what I'm receiving from this? And they said, nah, fuck that dude.
Right.
And ever since then, in all honesty, I thought, okay, this is just a Yahoo Sports article. All of a sudden, this motherfucker's on TV.
Bruh.
He got his own show. He's hosting college.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on?
I don't know how he must have naked pictures of somebody because he,
It's not that.
bruh.
What is it?
Oh, you talking because he's the Uncle Ruckus of sports?
Yeah, that's it. That's all it is. Yeah, that's probably one of the worst things FIFA has ever done to me.
Who made him read it?
Was introduce me to Jason Whitlock.
Bro.
Who was your? You didn't say who your one was though.
He's not on TV anymore, but I think Chris Carter, bro.
I fuck with
Chris
Carter.
Carter.
Hey,
He was
Chris Carter used to put Nick Wright in check, bro. Bro, Nick Wright used to be scared to come to work. He used to be, because I used to watch First Things First early in the morning, and I was like, "Why is Chris? Did Nick say something?" Bro, he would come at,
He was
and
on
Nick
his
would be
head.
so appreciative and apologetic to everything. Man, Chris Carter was in his ass every day.
Now you talk about black,
Yeah,
and that was him. And then he was funny too. He had all the black jokes and shit
And
like that.
he got in trouble because he was like, "Hey, you need a fall guy. Y'all niggas need a fall guy." They kicked him off after that. Somebody said Michael Smith. Michael Smith used to be on ESPN. He's a good one too. He's got that brother from another with Michael.
Yeah, him and Jamel Hill.
They did too much.
Damn,
they tried too hard.
Yeah.
Gigolo talking about Chris Carter is trash.
Nah.
He on. I think he got a rebrand going on the NFL Network. Good Morning Football.
Nah, Chris Carter on First Things First. He was great, man. Because he will always give you like the inside track to how football players think. You know, and the way he would just like Nick would come with that media shit, and he would shut all that shit down.
Every time Nick would
He's
say
like,
some goofy
nah.
ass theory or whatever, he was
Yep.
like, bro, that's not even. I don't
He
know what
said,
the
we
fuck
don't
he
even
was.
think about that shit, bro. Hey, we ain't doing any of that
I don't even
shit.
know why you talking right now. he would say shit like that, like, and Nick couldn't even. He was like, I played football.
Yep.
I did it. Like, he would say all that shit, and Nick would have to sit back because he's like,
Yep.
bro, I can't say
He
shit.
can't say shit.
And he could beat my ass still to this day, too.
I like Nick Wright, but first things first is so fucking bad. They got that white boy on there
Yeah,
who
I don't
thinks
like
he's
him.
fucking funny. He is.
Oh, he a
Word.
cornball, but he got some good jokes every now and
Nah, dude. Oh my God, he is so bad because he always
Oh, yeah.
try to open with a joke.
Doug Gottlieb.
Yeah, Jordan House.
Oh, he
Doug
is the
Gottlieb.
worst.
Jordan
Yeah.
House was up. He said Doug Gottlieb is probably the worst.
You remember when
analyst ever.
He's a racist.
You remember when Emmanuel
He is.
Acho called him out on
Yep.
because
On
he was
Twitter.
talking about his brother?
Yep.
Yeah,
Ah,
that
Emmanuel
was
put him in his
crazy.
place too.
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah,
did.
y'all gotta watch Doug Gottlieb. I'm telling y'all now. He's racist. But he tries to pretend like he's not racist. But he hides his racism behind a lot of words and so-called facts.
How y'all
and
feel about
stuff
Marcus
like
Spears? Ooh, that's the last one I got. So, what's his name? Swagoo.
that. I like him on occasion.
Yeah, he okay. I don't like what's the one I hate the most? What is his name?
Kendrick Perkins.
No, I hate Kendrick Perkins.
Oh my God.
I hate Kendrick Perkins. He's one. And
I
then
don't hate him, but he's not good.
I hate Kendrick
He's
Perkins.
gotten better, but he tries to be too clever.
Ryan Clark has gotten better.
What's the football
I do
guy?
like Ryan Clark.
What's the other big dark skinned football guy? Dang, what's his name?
Not Marcus Spears, not Swagoo, but
The one that works for Acho.
You know, talking about Marcellus Wiley.
Yeah,
right?
Marcellus
I
Wiley.
don't like Marcellus Wiley.
I can't
oh
stand
yeah,
him either.
yeah.
I can't stand him either.
He's
I
I'm
don't.
neutral on him.
You know what? I guess I tolerated him when he was
Who's
next
Max?
to Whitlock.
Oh, no, okay.
But now that he's next to Acho, I like Acho, and I can't stand Marcellus.
Marcellus Wiley on watch. He be saying some questions.
Yeah, he
He
be
do.
saying crazy
He
shit.
does.
I used to really like Stephen A. until this rebrand he did with the show. The show's so bad.
I was gonna answer the rebrand now with Mad Dog is his name. Somebody asked what his name was. Mad Dog is the fake Skip. Yeah.
Skip Payless.
Oh my gosh, that's the worst.
Payless.
Skip Payless. That's
They
the
got
worst.
that nigga on a BOGO.
I tried to
analyst
watch.
deal.
I tried to watch it. I could not stomach it. It was
Now,
awful.
first take is they need to just cancel the show.
They do.
Stephen
they
A.
do.
fucked it up.
They ain't
His
canceled
ego
the show.
fucked it up, and the execs are trying to save it with this Chris Russell guy.
Now I'm not gonna lie. I do like JJ Redick on there. I like.
Well, I like JJ Redick overall.
Period.
I do.
Yeah.
I do too. I like him on his own podcast. I like when he's an ESPN analyst because a lot like Chris Carter, he don't be letting fucking Stephen A. just say all types of crazy shit.
What about Jason Williams?
Jason Williams. Is,
I don't like Jason
He don't
Williams
really
either.
say shit to me.
I don't like that show. The
He be
Keyshawn,
trying.
Jason, and
Nah, Max on
show.
that show is shit. Keyshawn, yeah, Max is the only thing that keeps that show together.
That is
Keyshawn and
it.
Jay Will don't do shit for me.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't like Okay, so I don't think they're horrible, but they don't really do nothing for
I'm
me.
gonna tell you,
Keyshawn talk too much shit.
He do the one thing I do like about Jason Williams is some of his stories. You know what I'm saying? Being an NBA player, doing college, but outside of that, I don't know.
sometimes he tries to be a little bit too pro with Stephen A. Smith. You know,
Mhm.
they try to be a little too black.
Do y'all like Richard Jefferson?
I do.
Every once in a while, but
Talking
nah,
about
I don't-
Splice? Man, get that nigga out of here, bro.
He says Splice.
Get that nigga out of here. I
Nah.
hate that nigga.
No, I
You
will say
hate Richard Jefferson?
Almost
Yeah.
as much as I hate Tristan Thompson when he was trying to be an analyst.
When did that happen?
Yeah, but he was on F. They had him
Yeah, I
on
remember
FS1 hella, like for a few
Really?
weeks. Yeah,
Nah, get
I
that
bet
man
that
out
was
of here.
bad.
it was.
it was
had
horrible.
that been. I like the NBA on TET crew.
Oh yeah, of
They
course.
the best.
They probably the
They
best
They
overall.
the best basketball outside
Yeah.
of like
And-
the Van Gundy, Mark Jackson.
Yeah. And they
Trio.
fit well together and they funny. Like they're really funny. Did y'all know that Kobe was supposed to be on that show?
Yeah,
Really?
they said that. Yeah, they
Yeah.
said that.
Kobe they had agreed it and set it up. Kobe was gonna be on there, but Kobe didn't want to do the extra stuff. He was like, I'm just gonna come do this,
Yeah,
this
and
shit and
that's
go
it.
home.
Yeah.
Or he
They
don't
was
want to
like,
do like the traveling shit.
Yeah,
and
none
all
of that.
Yeah.
Kobe was like, nah,
That's why
I'm
he got
signed
the-
up to do this. And they was like, nah, you got to do.
That's why he did the ESPN shit where he could just do his voiceover.
Mhm.
And his
which
college.
was great. If I'm that exec, I'm saying okay.
You making that exception for Kobe.
It's fucking Kobe Bryant.
They let Kyrie play part time in the NBA. They could let Kobe
Right,
do
it's
part
Kobe
time.
Yeah,
fucking
and
Bryant,
Kobe
bro.
with
Shaq.
yeah, and Charles. Kobe with Charles would have been perfect.
And Kobe had a lot of personality too. People
He
always
did.
thought he was just like
He
some
did.
stoic ass nigga. Like nah,
Nah.
he was about to show out.
You know who's bad? Fucking Chris Broussard. doing his own show. His podcast was okay. No, it wasn't.
You talking about the odd couple with what's his name?
Rob Parker.
Not that.
I can't stand Rob Parker might be the
I
most
love
horrible.
Rob
Yeah.
No,
Parker.
fuck that nigga.
For real?
Hey,
I
kid,
can't
he
stand
kept it a
Rob
bean
Parker.
years ago, and he paid the price for it.
He did.
He was the first cat.
He did.
Because
I ain't
he
gonna
called
lie.
Robert Griffin a cornball brother, and niggas was acting like they didn't know what he was talking about,
Yep.
and we know for sure. Bruh.
He did get that right. Like he did keep it real with that, but he's hit or miss.
There go Giannis commercial.
And he ain't talking. they got Giannis, bruh. I swear they treat Giannis like Michael Jordan in commercials. They don't give him no lines.
But yeah,
whatever his
Rob
brother
Parker's
name
take on RG3 was probably the best one ever. That's the one thing he got right.
RG3 is I don't like RG3 at all.
Called him a cornball. Said he cornball nigga.
Do y'all like him on TV?
Who?
RG3.
I don't ever see him on TV.
He's
where is
irrelevant.
he on TV?
He's on Get Up sometimes.
Yeah, he's on. He
when they have like the B list. You know how like when everybody on
I'll
break.
send you some RG3 clips.
No, don't.
Yeah, first thing first is trash now. But anyway,
nobody said Skip Bayless for real.
Like, hell no.
Nah, I'm cool on him.
His
when he got the chain on.
He's starting to
when he drip late.
Yeah,
when he rock his J's.
I'd rather see Joy Taylor than Skip Bayless.
Any day.
Skip's starting to be exposed to me.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he is.
So.
I feel like he sometimes. I watch them the most out of all of the sports. Them and Colin. And sometimes I can watch Skip and be like, you just want to laugh because you know that shit coming out your mouth is bull.
I can't watch Undisputed most days though.
Who's the guy on Cold Pizza with him? You remember when it started?
Oh yeah, that white boy.
Yeah, and the white girl. Because it was like
it was good. It was really good at first. When Cold Pizza
was cool.
Yeah,
but then, honestly, ever since LeBron, like his LeBron takes that's the thing. The whole love of the damn Cowboys.
Yeah.
And then he picks these players that he said that they're amazing, like Baker. Like, no, Baker's not amazing, dog.
Somebody need to hold his foot to the fire. He said Baker was going to be a superstar in this league.
Oh, Shannon
blah,
does.
Blah, 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 blah.
Shannon tried to.
He still do.
He tried to.
Okay, I haven't listened to him yet because I've been meaning to kind of hear what he has to say about Baker now that Baker's out. But yeah.
Now Shannon was getting.
Oh, and Lonzo, his take on Lonzo. He said Lonzo was going to be like this transcendental player, and he's going to be a superstar when he left LeBron and all this other stuff.
Bro.
Thank you, man. The people that said I picked Dead in Sports, appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it.
Antonio Cox with the super chat. Antonio Cox said, "What's up, guys? I just wanted to know y'all thoughts on Dodgers owner Todd Bowley. I'm asking because I watch English soccer, and he is on the short list to buy Chelsea FC."
We need Manny on for here because I don't really understand the question. I rarely ever know the owners of the team. Damn. Send me that one, Shelton, and I'll see if I can get.
We'll get Manny to do a 365.
Yeah, Manny to do a 365 and give us something on that one.
So appreciate you, Antonio Cox.
Yeah, we'll get you an answer, bro. We black. We don't watch baseball.
I was gonna say my bad, bro. I know you was looking for some type of insight, but yeah.
Or soccer for that matter. So y'all.
All I say is go Reds. That's it.
Yeah. So all right. Well, that's gonna do it for us, man. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys hit that like button, and then when we upload the 365, please leave a comment, even if it's first, second, third, 64th, or whatever. It really helps push everything, man, and we really appreciate it. And that's it, man. We'll catch you guys next time. We out. Peace.
Peace.
What the fuck D Wade be wearing, boy?
I don't know, but I like most of the stuff, bro.
Nah.
You can tell sometimes he let his daughter dress him.